From downtown, this is Tim Kitzrow from NBA Jam, and you're listening to NintenDomain Podcast. Boom shakalaka!
This week on NintenDomain... Emergency. We got a Starfox Direct happening right now. Fuck. Gotta do it.
Yeah. Be careful with my R-wings.
Welcome to NintenDomain Podcast, episode 519. That's the correct number for the show. And holy shit, we got a direct out of nowhere from Nintendo for Starfox. But first, we're your hosts. I'm Trey, Queen's Blood Addict Johnson.
I'm Jeremy Pokopia, Conqueror Mikowski.
I'm John, later Alligator Knitter.
But And welcome to NintenDomain, which is the place where Nintendo fans talk about directs that just come out of nowhere. Like today was what happened. So
out of a wormhole.
Yeah, it wormhole its way into our life, just like Glenn Powell did in that lovely movie.
Maybe the most spontaneous direct ever.
Yeah, I didn't. Did anybody know about this at all? I was just
No, I thought somebody was just shitposting on NBC.
No, well, I didn't even see it. Like, I was just sitting down. Jess and I were watching Top Chef, and I just turned my phone on, and it was like, there's a Starfox Direct right now. And it was like live. It was like live at like 3 o'clock or something, or like, it must have been, 3 o'clock Pacific or whatever. But it was.
I guess Miyamoto announced it like 15 minutes before.
Yeah, it was like, what did they do it through? Did they do it through like the Nintendo Today app or something? The thing I never looked at.
That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah,
I haven't checked it yet, but that's what Hate the Nate said it would be.
Yeah, I just happened to like I said, I just happened to just check Twitter, and I saw a whole bunch of posts about a new Star Fox game, and I was like, what? And then I went to YouTube, and the direct was still going already. It was still going, so I tried to watch it. And I saw the later part about the, about like the turning your face into Fox or whatever. And I just thought it was some sort of weird VTube thing because that's all I saw,
Yes, they did it through Nintendo Today.
So you want to be a furry?
Yeah. But anyway, yeah. Let's talk about it. It was a 15-minute direct. I mean, both of you guys were at work, so it's like, did you? I
just came home and watched it right away.
Just came out of nowhere. Did you get a chance to watch it at all?
I was able to take a break and watch it.
Yeah. Well, we stopped watching Top Chef to watch that, and then went back to it, so we paused it. But yeah, here it is again for the third time, third remake of, or second remake of whatever. So
it's a second.
There'll be three 64. Of them. There'll be 3 64 ones. Yeah, there's the one.
This one, 2 games called Star Fox.
Was kind of a remake of the first one.
Well, this is a remake. Okay, so we got a direct at like 3 o'clock, whatever Pacific time, I think, for like 15 minutes. Miyamoto shows up. He plays the scene from the movie again.
Yeah.
Well, I guess he had never played the whole scene. Whatever. I was just kind of like,
I guess he'd never seen the movie before, and he just wanted to watch that part.
He just wants to. He's like, maybe I can get another like 100 million out of showing this scene in case nobody's seen it yet. Who's on here?
This is the one part of the movie that everybody liked, so I'll show it.
I like that part. I didn't think we need to watch. I didn't feel like I needed to watch the whole thing again, but there it was.
and now we've got 2 cases to prove. Like now, if Nintendo introduces a new character in whatever the new movie is,
they're getting a new game.
They're getting a game. Everyone's going to assume it, so they've kind of set themselves up for that.
Yeah, I saw people say that before Nate the Hate said that. So,
can I say real quick on Nate the Hate? I think that Nintendo leaked the wrong date in order to try and out him. And I think perhaps he's in trouble.
I hope so.
I think that's what happened.
I don't think he's in trouble. I think he's done what he's always done and covered his ass by saying, "Well, Nintendo probably changed the release dates or whatever." But That doesn't change the validity of my information.
Unless they were trying to.
But he was doubling down, and it wasn't like he didn't get all quiet, is what I'm saying. Which I think he would have if he would have got in trouble.
Unless they were trying to
they're trying to identify the channel through which he is finding his information. Sure. I think so. Maybe. They put out the wrong date, and Mr. Hate went out and spouted his mouth off, and so now that's some kind of confirmation that they've found the right leak. So, yep.
Maybe. I mean, they might as well be leaking this themselves with the formula of their movies.
Yeah, maybe so. I mean, I saw the one. I saw somebody from. I saw many people say right after we had found out that Starfox was in the movie that there was going to be a new Starfox game before Nate the Hate ever did. But I mean, it's just kind of common sense.
There's been a ton of YouTube videos about. Up until today, where it was it didn't happen by the end of the month, so is Ocarina of Time happening? And now people are like, if that was wrong, then maybe he's wrong about that too. And it's he wasn't wrong. He probably got ousted. I
mean, last week I said that, they would just delay it just to be like, oh, well, since you said that's the day, we're doing a different date now, but it could be either way, whatever. Regardless, we got the direct. It happened. Star Fox 64 again. I mean, sure, I'm going to get it. I am a little bummed that it's not a new Star Fox game.
Yeah, I'd rather get a new one.
It's this one again. Even though it's got some cool stuff in there. I mean, I figured once when they said this is the campaign mode, I figured there's going to be other stuff, and we're getting 4-player online on there, which is cool.
And game share.
And game share, yes. My favorite online game share. So we'll get to do that. You can do local game share to Switch 1s, which they showed in there, and online game share to Switch 2s. So only one of us needs to get it, I guess. I mean, I'm going to get it.
I'm getting it.
It's $50 coming out at the end of June. It's making June a real fucking packed month for Nintendo there. We got 3 first-party games in 1 month. I mean, normally they only do 1. I was surprised sticking it in there. Pretty close to the release of Splatoon Raiders, right around that time. Mm-hmm. And don't forget, we got Rhythm Heaven also coming out that same time as well. True. So It's going to be stacked. It's going to be a stacked month there.
They forgot to mention if it comes with a Rumble Pack.
Well, I mean, the Rumble Pack's in your controller. They did mention that you can use the Nintendo 64 controller as your controller, which I thought was pretty funny.
They were very, very clear about the layout of the levels is the same.
Yeah, it's
which is a little disappointing.
It looks very similar. Honestly, it looks a lot like Zero. The levels were much different on Zero, but the graphics look the same as Zero. I mean, considering that I just played that game through not that long ago, just a few weeks ago.
Except
to me,
Star Fox is a bit less trim. It's more middle-aged looking. I think.
Notice that he did look a little. Yeah.
Well, the design of the characters is much, much different. I'm just talking about the levels. Mm-hmm. Right. The way the flying looks and the way the ships look and all of that looks very similar to what is in Star Fox Zero. As far as the way the characters look, they've really, I mean, they got a full-on redesign, so they do not look, I don't know, are they supposed to kind of look like the puppets? What do you guys think about the art style we're going there with the new design of the characters?
I mean, they're made to look like real animals.
Yeah.
More.
They're furrier now, I guess.
I kind of wish it was a little bit more creative. I don't know. The look of the scene in the movie was pretty cool, Something with a little bit more style. It's a little boring, honestly, I think. I mean, it looks nice. It just looks kind of they're like real animals now.
Yeah. It's just a furry coat of paint.
Yeah, it's not too bad, but if they turned that realistic animal dial up one more notch, it might have been what do they call that? Uncanny Valley kind of territory.
Maybe so, yeah.
I don't know. We haven't seen Crystal yet. It might be pretty uncanny.
I mean, she's not in here. I was going to say justice for
Kitty is.
I was going to say justice for Crystal. No, Cat Monroe's in there. Yeah, I saw her in the I saw her in there with the wonderful music. Well, they didn't play the music, but if it isn't in there, I'm rioting. It's been in every other one. I saw that they rolled a shit ton of oil on Slippy there. Like he looks. He's looking like
that is a shiny frog.
He's looking like Hakan from Street Fighter 4 there. Like they just covered him in oil so he can squeeze people.
Like Slippy is a tree frog, in case you didn't think so. Well, they don't say that, but like that's what I think of when I think of a really shiny frog. Is like a rainforest tree frog, like a poison dart or something.
Slippy's a toad. It's in his name. His name.
His
name is Slippy Toad.
Well, he's a shiny toad.
I say, don't let the movie confuse you.
Toad the wet sprocket. Seriously, he's just covered in Vaseline.
Pretty much so. Yeah, because Glenn Powell says frog in the movie, but no, his name is Slippy Toad. It's in the direct. I mean, we all know that.
Now, they don't mention anything about voice acting in this, do they? Like, they didn't say that.
Yeah, right.
Movie voice actors or anything. I don't think.
I wondered who the voices were on there, because they're obviously they're Star Fox. I mean they're not the original Star Fox voices. Like they sounded different from the ones that I had heard in 0 or 64 or whatever.
Yeah.
Yep. I thought I recognized Peppy from some cartoon or something.
I mean, it's probably like I figured maybe it's probably a lot of the same people who do the do a lot of video game voices, but. I was wondering if there was like, I don't know. I don't think like Troy Baker's in there or anything, but you never know.
Solid Snake do Star Fox's voice.
David Hayter.
Yeah, so what's up with Star Fox being just named Fox? It's like, it's a fox named Fox. It'd be like if my name was Human. Or I guess there's people named Guy. It's like, maybe it's like the animal equivalent of being named Guy.
His dad is named James, and then James is just like, whatever.
Take care of Fox.
Your name is Fox, yeah. Well, at the end, I mean, we're jumping around here, but whatever. At the end of the direct, I did think it was cool that they showed the prologue to the game, and they actually showed the story of Pigma betraying James, because we've never actually seen that before. It was just like in a paragraph at the beginning of the game, so it was cool to see that actually as as like a scene or whatever. It's just described in the opening of Star Fox 64. So I mean, we finally get to see it. Maybe we'll get to play some more of that. I don't know. I
was wondering if that was playable or if you're just watching it.
Yeah, I'd like to. I mean, they said there's some bonus stuff. There's like challenge mode or whatever. There's some extra levels on there that you can do. There's three difficulties. I had said before about my, how I almost killed myself trying to get all of the medals on Star Fox 64 when it came out. So thinking about getting them again always just kind of makes me not feel great, because it was very painful activity back when I was 16 or whenever the fuck this came out. So, yeah.
One of the most traumatic memories of your teenage life.
It was hard. Those medals are hard to get, especially.
I can't get a date and I can't get all the medals. This is the worst 16-year-old life ever.
Yeah. I mean, I was more trying for the medals. What?
What do you think about this in the light of your recent renewed Star Fox fandom?
My replay of all the Star Fox games.
Yeah.
It was kind of like, yeah. I mean, we'll see. I'm sure we'll see more of it when it comes out. But I was bummed that it wasn't a new thing. I understand, there's so many people that you're going to hear online say like Star Fox 64 is the best one, and yeah, it is really, really good. But how about we try doing something else?
Doing it again. There's not that. I mean, how many? So you just played them all. So how many are there? I think there's like 6, maybe.
Something like that. There's
Star Fox games.
They only showed some of them. I found that interesting, but they did show Star Fox Adventures in the direct, so that does make me
think
hope.
They're going to put it out. That's one more thing. Hey, this is on the GameCube NSO, but nope.
That's what I was saying. That gives me hope that maybe it'll show up on NSO at some point in the future. But they didn't even mention Assault.
It is mighty strange, but I guess it's not that strange. But it feels a little strange that it's a remake of a game you can already play on Switch Online.
Yeah, I mean, but it's got a lot more to it now. It's got online. It's got the big bells and whistles. It's got all the
realistic fur.
If the
real time fur growth.
If the fucking mech guy doesn't say "cocky little freaks," I'm gonna be mad. We gotta have that.
We don't
line
say
in there
that
still.
word anymore, Trey.
Which one?
We say
Cock?
rude little freak.
Come on, he's got to say "cocky little freaks." That's my favorite part of the game. Yeah, I don't know. It's I mean, I'm gonna get it obviously because I like Star Fox, but I wish it. Fox Frontiers, Star Fox Frontiers. Didn't you guys hear me like a month ago when I was talking about we do the Sonic game, but we put Fox in there, and you fly around in the R-wing, and you get to go to different Star Fox games? It would be great. Do that one.
So do you think this was originally going to come out on the Switch 1, and it's something they've been developing for a while, and then like kind of put on the back burner and brought back out because of the movie?
I don't know. I don't really, like I said, I don't think it looks like that much. I don't think it looks that much better than Star Fox Zero does, like as far as graphics go, as I said, because I just played that one and I still think it looks pretty dang good. So I mean, I don't know.
I feel like space games really,
and also it's like a on-rail shooter. You know, there's not a whole lot going on, I guess.
Yeah.
Was there a submarine?
Two-player.
Was it?
Yes.
There was a submarine in the 64 version?
Yep.
There was, yeah.
Yes.
Oh, I don't remember it.
Well, you might not have gotten to it. There were different pathways, and if you, depending on which pathway you ended up getting through, you may not have actually played the level that it was in. But it was I'm
sure I played through the whole thing, 25 years, and I love that game. I just don't remember it.
There's an all-water planet you go to.
I mean, but it's possible to play through the whole game without seeing the submarine level. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Because there's
different. You got to get below the surface a little bit to find it.
Because there's different pathways and whatnot. But I remember it being a big thing way back when they sent the Nintendo Power video with where Mario gets kidnapped by Sega and Sony, and they like hook him up to a car battery. It's really funny. Watch it on YouTube if you can find it. I have the.
I guess they didn't say it in this direct, but if you try to play this game with a Logitech controller, the submarine explodes.
No, the submersible.
That was a deep cut. Deep, like deep ocean.
I got it. Anyway, they made a big deal about the submarine in that video, in the original Nintendo Power video. But the submarine will be there. The fucking tank will be there. You know, it's all there. I saw the lava planet there, which looked pretty good. I mean, I always thought that looked really cool, like back in the day.
Did you notice they didn't mention anything about all-terrain mode? Like, I noticed that, like...
Oh,
because, like, that's pretty important to Star Fox 64, where you, like, are in the full 3D space for some of the levels.
Where you can flip around. I mean, they did show the somersault.
And it's less on rails. Yeah.
Well, they talked about the G diffusers, which was something that they do talk about a lot in the original game, in the direct, so... I'm glad those G diffusers are still there.
Yeah, Star Fox, though, it's like... do we consider this a reboot? Are they trying to bring Star Fox back into relevancy? Are we going to get more?
Yeah, I think so.
Style?
I mean, we'll see.
Are we going to get a Star Fox movie and then a Star Fox the movie game?
Why do
Star
a reboot?
Fox cereal?
Please. Why do a remake of
Crunch?
The old game versus a new one? I think part of the reason is, maybe this is kind of on the fence. It's been a long time. Maybe we're just testing the waters. And it's less work to do a remake than it is to design a whole brand new game. So it's probably cheaper. Yeah, I think that this means they're sort of testing the waters.
Right? They don't want to hire.
I don't know who developed it.
They don't want to hire writers.
If it was outsourced or
Platinum.
In-house.
They're bringing Platinum back again for it. I
mean,
I
sense.
I don't think
they did Zero, right?
Yeah, I don't think they're even really fully together anymore. I thought most of Platinum had kind of disappeared after Bayonetta 3. Or at least a lot of the main developers I don't think are there. But it'd be interesting if it was them again. Because I don't know, it did, like, the art style does kind of really remind me a lot of Zero. So, I mean...
Maybe even Bayonetta a little bit.
Yeah. But let's talk about the most Uncanny Valley thing of the whole thing. Turning your face into Star Fox for a game chat. What about that?
That's cool.
I mean, I guess they want the two people out of this podcast that actually bought the stupid camera need some sort of use for it, right?
Yep, I'll plug it back in.
Yeah, it's here. This camera's been sitting here.
It's face filter.
Been sitting here since I bought it. Pretty much, it's been sitting here for almost a fucking year doing nothing. But there's the camera. No, I mean it's. Like I said, when I turned it on, it was playing live, and it was already like halfway through it, and all I saw was Super Mario 64 and Starfox's head like in the corner, and I'm like, what the fuck is this? Is this some sort of weird VTube thing? Because I hadn't seen any of the game because I had to rewind it back, to see because it was playing live. And I was like, what the fuck is this? And yeah, it's I guess it reads your eyebrows, your eyes, your nose, whatever, like all of your face movements. You can turn your face into whoever.
It just makes me think of that viral video of the I think it was like a politician or something on a Zoom call that had like the cat face filter on their camera.
Oh, I've seen that. Yeah.
Yeah. That's what this reminded me of because it's just like, yeah, this is kind of this whole like face filter thingy. It's kind of old. It's kind of weird to be bringing it back for this.
Well, I mean, it kind of reminded me of the like the Mario Kart arcade, where you're like, well, I mean, I guess that's just you just put like a frame around your head that's like Yoshi's head or Mario's hat or whatever. But it kind of reminded me of that. I was like, oh, will we get to be like Wario or whoever in the future? We all get to turn our heads into Yoshis or something. After
I want a WarioWare game where you like use your face to play it. That'd be fun.
Sure, why not?
I suppose it is hot dogs and stuff.
You got to make your own hot dogs to play it.
It's kind of cool. like you think back to, of course, Starfox. It's famous for having the characters in the corner of the screen talking. So if you're playing online with your friends, and I don't know, this is kind of a goofy little thing you'll see, Peppy and Falco and Slippy or whoever. That's kind of cool.
Yeah, it was kind of cool to see like an in-game chat, see him down there. Like, it'd be cool if you could call like a fake account and just have the voices of them talk to you or something. That'd probably be some fucking weird AI thing, though. I don't think we want.
I just look forward to making Falco say very vile things because he wants to.
You just want him to say do dab it.
Well, I want him to say the C word.
Continuity.
Yeah, just for the sake of making it all tie together.
That was a deep cut for me. But yeah,
cool. So we're all getting it, or what?
Yeah, I mean, probably. I don't know. Like I said, June is pretty packed with games from Nintendo. It's another one.
It is. I mean, it is coming out really soon. So, with the exception of Nate the Hate and it being in the movie, it is kind of a surprise that this fully formed game is flying out of Nintendo's forehead for us.
I like that. More of this, please, where we don't know of a game until like 2 months before.
I mean, Nintendo's been doing that since the Wii days. That's not anything new. That's always what I kind of liked about them. They're not like, well, I mean, aside from like Metroid Prime 4 or whatever, but most games, when they announce it, it's out in a few months. It's not like, here's a logo, and we're gonna wait like 10 years. They're
now, as far as we know, it's just called Starfox, right?
Yeah, I thought that was funny.
Yeah, it's just called Starfox.
We got a kick out of that from the Direct, where they're like, and it's a remake of Star Fox 64, which we're gonna call Starfox. Okay. All right.
Which is not the original Starfox.
Yeah, I think it would have been kind of cool. I think it would have kind of been cooler if they made the original like a remake of the original Starfox game. Yeah. I guess that doesn't have like Star Wolf and all those people in there, but
Maybe
you could do
1 and 2.
Yeah. Say you could have done a remake of 1 and 2, and they're in 2, like all the Star Wolf folks are. So I mean, maybe that would have been cool. And I love that fucking chicken walker from. Maybe they wanted to go away from that because it was in Zero, but it's really cool in Zero if you know how to use it right. Like, I had a lot of fun with that thing. Especially, once you beat the game, you can just press A at any time and just turn into the chicken walker and just drop in straight from from the ship into the little walk around guy and then back into the ship. It's like really cool, and it had a really cool animation, and and I'm kind of sad that that I don't know, Zero isn't seeing any sort of re-release out of this. I think that game needs another chance. People are incorrectly mean to that game. That game's actually pretty good. I enjoyed playing it again when I played it like a few weeks ago.
Someone had to.
Yeah, I mean, I was inspired to, because that was the last one, last big one, whatever. The last new one to me, even though technically the newest one is Star Fox 2, because that's the one that came out the latest.
Right.
Because it came out with the Super Nintendo Classic or whatever.
It's probably also the one that's like the most recent on the timeline.
But what I really want to know is, since we're getting an online mode, 4 versus 4, Team Wolf versus Star Fox versus Star Wolf and all that. But what I want to know is, like, in the original 64 game, if you banged your head against the wall like I did and tried to do all the fucking medals and shit. Eventually, you got to where you could fight on the ground. There were on foot stuff where you could run around and shoot people with a bazooka. So, can you unlock that on this for online? Because that'd be interesting. Because that was a really cool thing. That's why I tried so hard to do it. It was really cool to have that for 4-player, to just be able to run around and shoot people out of the sky. So, and they brought like the Landmaster into it too, which you could unlock through like medals. So, the unlockable should like alter the multiplayer stuff. I guess if it's online, it would have to be like everybody would have to be able to use the walk around thing, but it still should be in there in some way. It was a pretty cool thing to have. I don't know.
Be nice to just get together with some friends and just go for a walk in Starfox.
Yeah, with a bazooka and shoot your other friends out of the sky. I was actually thinking on the subject of Starfox. I was just listening to a podcast the other day, and they were talking about like Tate mode and having like your TV on the side and all that. And I had the idea. I'm sure other people have had the idea too. But like like the flip grip that like Jeremy Parrish like had made or whatever. Like, why can't that be the way that we play DS games on our Switch? You just flip the, Nintendo, get with Limited Run or whoever put out the flip grip, and just have it like, flip your Switch up and put it in there, but then have it be its own like Joy-Con thing that pretty much looks the same as like the DS. That'll be like your DS controller, and you flip it and you put it in there, and then it has the two screens.
Yeah. And
it's vertical. And then you don't really have to worry about buying like another like $100 screen or whatever to attach to your Switch. I mean, it would make.
We did talk about this on the show a few weeks ago, and I did demonstrate that the Switch 2, the stand actually works vertically if you take the Joy-Con off. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
It will prop up.
You did say that. Yeah, I forgot about that. But I was just thinking it could, because when the DS was on they had the DS on the Virtual Console for Wii U, like. Star Fox Command, one of my favorite DS games and quite possibly one of the best Star Fox games of all time. I would play that on my Wii U controller vertically, and since the game only uses one button, you could just hold it vertically and just press one button to shoot, because that's all that it does, and then you control everything on the touchscreen. And it was really cool. Like I really liked playing it like that. So it'd be cool, yeah. That would be their controller. Would be like just the DS, like the sides of the DS, and then you slot your Switch in there, and boom, you got your DS. We can put motherfucking Star Fox Command on Nintendo Switch Online, and everybody can play that wonderful game. And don't write it out of history, because it's great. I like that one because it keeps all the stories. All the weirdness is still there. They keep it. Crystal's there still. We got the weird fucking possessed Pigma from Assault. Like they didn't change anything. That's how I prefer sequels to do. It's just exactly how it is, and just fucking write with that instead of trying to change it. So yeah, but yeah, what a crazy surprise today. It's out of nowhere. Star Fox 64 again. And again. So this was a show.
Star Fox 26.
Whatever's 64 times 100. Star Fox 128 or something.
There you go.
Or no, that's not. I don't know. You figure it out.
256. Yeah, 512. 1024.
Whatever the multiplications are.
2048. 4096.
There was a part where Star Fox yells at Peppy, like that I saw for like a second. So
that's not very nice to yell at your dad's friend.
I'm interested to see when we get to that, when Star Fox gets real emotional and yells. So it shows it for like half a second, but we're putting full on. I
want to see his fur get wet around his eyes.
Full on acting here. I did think it was funny, like they're all wearing these green eyepieces, this was something that was brought about in Star Fox Zero, but like James McCloud is wearing the eyepiece and his sunglasses on top of the eyepiece. It looks so stupid, but you can see like the green eyepiece through his sunglasses. I'm like,
no, I remember talking about the Google Glass in Star Fox.
Well, no,
back when it came out, Zero.
But it just looks funny that he's got that green thing on, and I guess they really like the weird eyepiece thing. So.
Kind of looks like the people that did that. Was that in the Winter Olympics where they did like the skeet shooting, and the one guy the guy from Hungary was just using his gun without all the weird sightseeing stuff those people were wearing that look a lot like the stuff that Star Fox wears to help them aim.
Yeah, the number one costume for that year. I think I'm pretty sure I saw a couple people dressed as that. And the Independence Day level's still in there, so hooray. The one where the big giant ship comes in and tries to destroy another thing. But yeah, no, it is what it is. It's do you guys think we'll ever get another like regular direct anymore? It doesn't really seem like it with Nintendo, where it's just like, let's just throw out trailers for new games instead of saving them for
I think the Nintendo
45-minute
was
presentation.
kind of a death knell for that.
Yeah, right.
Because they can use that instead of traditional means to announce stuff. And
directs will just be saved for Partner Showcase and Indie World, it seems like, because that's all we've really gotten recently.
There was this week's Kit and Krista was actually largely about that, and they said that there was
that one about 100 other videos.
There was a meeting. Well, but these are two people who worked for Nintendo. So
I know. They say it about 1,000 times on Twitter every time they talk.
I'm just saying. So it has more weight than the 100 other videos, whatever.
Sure, to some people.
But it just does because they worked for Nintendo. Anyway, I'm about to say they had some insight because they had a specific meeting about the end of directs at Nintendo. They said there could come a time, we've been doing this for 15 years. There could come a time when this is not useful to us anymore, or that the state of the industry has evolved beyond such a thing. And so it seems like we're probably here where maybe we'll get like one main direct a year or something like that, but by and large we'll get a few title directs like this, which seem to be more useful and probably a little bit better primed to gain attention. If you're focusing on one game at a time 2 months out from release, that seems a little bit more strategic. Yeah.
I just love playing direct bingo. Like, I don't want to stop doing that.
Yeah. Well, I guess, we'll have to do it for the other ones. The way that I kind of looked at it is, Nintendo is always, they're always doing their own creative thing. So as most creative people do, you do something and you change everything, and then you do a different thing and then change everything. So it's like, now that everybody's doing directs, maybe they're like, oh, well, we should do something different now because, we keep changing things. We keep like innovating in whatever way. And, maybe that's their new way is to not do those directs and just, Nintendo Today it to you all day, every day for the 5 people who look at that app.
Eventually it'll just be the previews to whatever new movie is. That'll be our directs.
Oh yeah. I guess we did get like 5,000 of those for fucking Mario. But yeah, I don't know. But yeah, Star Fox, June, hooray. But yeah, but now that we're through that, why don't we talk about games we got and games we've been playing? My original intro was gonna be that Trey and Jeremy had moved into Bizarro Lost Lake and that everything had gone to hell, but it wasn't. But we are there anyway. That's my segue. Talk about Tomodachi Life, John.
Yeah, so I'm at 70 plus hours. I might have crossed over to 80 hours. I don't know. But I've slowed down a little bit. But one of the things that I did do this week was I made you guys and Tomodachi Life. So I don't know. What do you think?
How are we getting on with the others? So are we friends with people? Are we hanging out? Did you make it to where we didn't meet anybody so we can just kind of wander lonely across the island? Or what?
I know you're meeting everybody. I think last I played was about 2 days ago. And Trey, you told me that you want to be friends with my sister. So
in real life?
Yes.
You mean in the game?
Friends with my sister, yeah, in the game.
Oh, okay.
And he said, well, what should we talk about? I said, well, you should talk about the fact that you guys were born on the same day. So you bonded over your birthdays being May 19th, 1980.
Oh, interesting. You're no, obviously not your twin,
my non-twin sister,
twin sister, but you have an older sister.
Yep.
I'll say it's obviously not your birthday. I guess I'd forgotten about that we shared a birthday.
Yep.
Well, that's something to talk about.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you guys are getting along real well. The two of you, your best buds. So.
Oh, nice.
I haven't moved in with anybody in the area or whatever.
No, not yet. No, yet.
Or do you decide that stuff, or do they decide it?
They ask. They'll say, "Hey, I want to live with Jeremy," or whatever.
Trey didn't think I was really annoying, like real life.
What's that?
I said in real life, Trey didn't think I was super annoying at first.
Oh no, you guys get along swimmingly. In fact, you guys were just watching a cooking show the other day together.
Oh yeah.
Yep. So you guys.
It seems like something we do.
That's actually one thing I learned this week is you can make objects. We know that, but you can make like videos, and I say videos in quotes. So you can make shows that people will watch. So
like you can. What do you mean? Like you can, like it'll play on a TV, or you just make it as like a topic they talk about?
Well, you get a TV as a gift, right? And the TV is like loaded with a particular thing, a movie, show, whatever. And that's, a drawing that's on the screen. And then there's some like, it'll ask you what type of show this is. Is it comedy? Is this whatever? And so like this week I made a kitty cat talent show. I think I gave you a kitty cat talent show, Trey, because you wanted a TV.
Like I'm in it, or I watch it.
You watch it. Okay. Yeah. So I put some cats on the screen, and I said this was like a variety show.
Can you like? Does it have like? Is it like like Drawful Animate, where you can like kind of like draw a couple things and have them like go back and forth? You know, like there was that Jackbox game where you could actually like, you could kind of animate. Like you draw a couple frames and you could change like the speed of how it went or whatever. Like, can you actually kind of make like a show? Like, because I know you can draw stuff in this game.
Yeah, no, you don't animate the shows, but yeah, you just draw a picture and you can put stamps. It'll have like a couple hundred stamps if you don't really want to draw. You just throw something on there.
Okay, so the pictures don't move on the TV.
They don't move, but then but there's sounds, and you can select what type of show it is, so the correct type of sounds will play.
Sure, yeah. If it's comedy, there's laughter or whatever.
Yep.
Interesting.
So other than that, yeah. What'd you guys think of your Miis?
It's the first time I've seen someone else create a Mii for me. I've always made my own Mii, so I was like, this is kind of interesting. Like, it definitely looks like me, but it's like from a different perspective. Like, not like I see myself, but how you see me. And I thought it was accurate.
I thought it was interesting that you had a hat. I was like, does Jeremy wear hats a lot? I mean, you're wearing one now on the show, but I was like, do you wear a lot of hats on the show?
I do.
I guess I don't know.
I was trying to evoke I was trying to evoke the pink Birdo hat. They don't have a Birdo hat in here, but
oh, sure, yeah.
They do have animal hats, like.
But you can draw. Hoods. You can draw on the hat, though, can't you?
You can draw clothing in here, but there's only certain forms, and you can't like draw off the form the way you can with the face. Yep.
I thought it was cool, and I look forward to the shenanigans I get up to on your island, because
it'd be so nice if I could just like.
Who knows what my alternate self will do? I'm kind of interested.
Yeah, am I? Is that my Freddy sweater that I'm wearing in the picture?
Yeah,
there?
I chose that because I thought Freddy Krueger. Yeah, maybe you might like that.
I do have a Freddy sweater that I wear often, so I thought that you were trying to do that. You got my shiny bald head in there also. Which actually,
long hair.
I thought about doing that, but when I made the Mii for the demo, but I wanted to live in the past, so I made it look like I had more hair than that.
And I did the rest of the Golden Girls, and I also made Carl Winslow.
Is that the one?
Nice.
Is that the one you were making when we were doing the game chat thing?
Yes.
I mean, I saw you were making a black guy, and I didn't know who it was.
Yep.
Reginald Val Johnson.
Yeah, that's the high school from Invincible, the show Invincible on Amazon. They go to that high school. Are you gonna do like Steve Urkel too, or you just don't want to do it because you've actually met him in real life?
Oh, I actually didn't get to meet him in real life. You did though, right?
No, they shot that out in a different place. They shot that in LA.
I just made Carl Winslow because I got a police uniform, and I thought,
sure,
I'll make him sure.
You don't want to make him the guy from Die Hard? His character isn't it the same guy?
It's the same guy, yeah.
No,
is it the same guy?
The cop from Die Hard.
Yes.
I'm pretty sure it's the same guy.
Yes, it's the same.
Oh wait,
guy.
I'm thinking of Lethal Weapon.
Oh yeah, no, Die Hard.
I'm getting too old for this shit, guy.
Oh yeah, the guy. The guy who's incredibly toxic and super racist. Yeah, fuck that guy. I mean, Bruce Willis he's not doing so hot either, but at least he's not a psycho.
Oh, it's Danny Glover, a psycho.
All right, are you joking?
No, you're talking. You were talking about Mel Gibson.
I'm talking about Mel Gibson. Yeah.
All right.
From Lethal Weapon.
Yeah, I'm talking about someone else.
I was talking about.
You're talking about the other guy from Lethal Weapon.
Yes.
Oh, what? Joe Pesci?
Danny Glover.
Danny Glover.
Is Danny Glover psycho too? He's not
No,
racist.
but I mean, I thought that's what you were talking about, and that's why I was like, "What?"
Oh no. I was just going off on Mel Gibson because he sucks. But yeah. Anyway, that one dude, he was in the better of those movies, Die Hard. But yeah, Reginald Bell Johnson, Al Powell is what his name. I was trying to figure out what his name was. You could put Argyle in there too. That'd be fun. I'd make a me of Argyle if I had Tomodachi life. Argyle was the limo driver.
Stayed in the limo, yeah.
Or whatever. I thought it was a limo. But yeah.
It is a limo.
That guy.
Right.
Argyle was a fun dude too. And obviously you gotta make the villain as well.
So that's it for games for me. Oh, actually I did just buy, referencing my name.
Hans Gruber. Make a me of him.
Was it who that?
A Hans Gruber me would be fun.
You should check out the band Hans Gruber and the Diehards. They're really good.
Is that a real band, or is that?
It's a real band, and they're actually really good.
I was saying, because isn't that an episode of Bob's Burgers too, like where they do the Die Hard musical? I don't remember if there's a Die Hard musical episode. Anyway, what did you get, John?
I got Later Alligator, which was a game that came maybe 4 years ago, I think, but it was on sale for $4, and it's like a adventure game with some like little puzzle games in there, but it's got a really interesting animation style. Like it looks like almost like a French cartoon or something. Like I don't know if that means anything to anybody, but I don't know. It looks
like
very
Fantastic Planet,
like the Triplets of Belleville.
Something like Triplets of Belleville. I don't know, but different style entirely. I don't know. It's
I just remember that was a French Oscar nominee, whatever.
I don't know. It's got a unique animated style. You know, it's a city full of alligators and everything kind of looks a little bit triangular. You know, going along with like a look of a alligator with their mouth, whatever. And everything is like constantly moving. Like it's one of those cartoons where there's no steady lines. Everything is just kind of squiggly. You know, it's got character to it. And I haven't played it yet because I just bought it right before work. Haven't got a chance to play yet, but looks cool. I don't know. I'm looking forward to it.
I guess we did forget the as most people have, but mouse control in Starfox, the new one.
Yeah.
Anybody care?
It's kind of interesting, I guess.
I guess the only thing I thought was kind of cool is 2-player, where you can kind of make it play like Star Fox Zero did. You know, where you can move the ship one way and aim a different way, because you can have one person do the mouse control and one person move with the controller, and you can aim where the plane is not pointing, where the R-wing is not pointing. So that's kind of cool. But I don't know, controlling a R-wing with a mouse sounds terrible to me. I don't know. It doesn't seem like a good way to play.
Seems like they scrambled to like come up with a reason to use mouse controls in some game, any game, and squeezed it in here and like
sure, yeah.
Just make Mario Maker. Just get that over. Do it right now.
I'm sure it's coming.
So other than those games, I watched the Hulk Hogan documentary. I watched most of it. I haven't finished it. There's 4 parts.
You stopped when it got to the racist part, to the Bubba the Love Sponge stuff, or did it? Or is it in there? Speaking of racist,
I don't know. So I'm on episode 3, about halfway in. So it's kind of getting into like his troublesome period.
Is it on Netflix?
It's on Netflix. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I hadn't even heard about it.
Yeah, it's like they say it's the number 6 show on Netflix right now, whatever.
I don't know. Yeah, I haven't turned on Netflix in weeks. I don't know. I don't know what's on there.
But it's good. I mean, it's not all, it's not all roses. I'll say that they have other people on there like Bret Hart, who doesn't seem to have much, kind words to say about him.
I mean, I think there's a good amount of people that don't like him, mostly black people, but also other people don't like Hulk Hogan very much.
I mean, it seems like for one of these potentially like, great man biography documentaries, it seems to be pretty even-handed, which says something good about the filmmakers, and I guess about Hulk Hogan too, and his willingness to open it up to potentially people who didn't like him,
Well, I mean, when he was alive, he doesn't have
When he was
a whole lot.
alive, he's
He doesn't
dead
have a whole
now,
lot of
yeah.
say in it now.
Well, yeah, but certainly his family and his estate does.
Sure.
And all that.
Is it the same people that did the McMahon one?
I wonder if it is. I don't know.
Did you watch that one also?
Oh, I like that one. Yeah, I watched it.
Yeah, McMahon. I mean, McMahon's always a creep, but he was really weird.
He's dead, right?
No, he's still alive.
No, in fact, he just got busted.
Dead.
He got busted again?
He got busted for speeding. He was doing like 100.
Oh yeah, that was a while ago. I heard about that. But I remember he had that weird, like, the weird tiny mustache, and it seemed like he thought like the whole thing was a joke, and just the way he did the interviews was really weird in that documentary. Like, he thought he was on a whole different show or something. I don't know, or that they weren't going to show any of his like creepy remarks or whatever.
Well, I think with that one, the lawsuits came out like halfway through production or something.
Sure. Oh yeah, because I think he told a lot of people to not watch it, like right when it premiered, like through whatever.
Yeah, and he's not in this one, so maybe that does mean that it's the same producers. They have his voice, because to him like recordings of previous interviews and all that kind of thing. It'll say voice of Vince McMahon, but he is not in it. Yep.
But I mean, there's no like interviews with him, but I'm sure there's footage of him. Well, maybe not. I guess
there's footage of him, yes, but there's no new interviews with him. Nope. There's an interview with Christopher Lloyd, which I was totally surprised by, because they talked about Suburban Commando.
Oh yeah, because they were in.
Cool.
I saw.
I love that movie so much.
I saw that movie in the theater.
I liked that
so did
movie.
I saw it a couple times in the theater.
I will always remember that for being the movie that had the trailer right before the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2 on VHS. So I watched that trailer every time I watched that movie.
Yeah, I always liked that movie. I mean, I haven't seen it.
It's got Shelley Duvall in it.
Yeah.
I haven't seen it recently.
I guess I could interview her.
I thought it was pretty good.
And it's got the Undertaker in it too.
Right. He plays he played. It's Ultimate Warrior.
Yeah. Was it the Ultimate Warrior with him too?
I think so. Yeah. That plays the bounty hunters. I could be wrong, but I love that movie. The soundtrack is exquisite. It's like everything about the 80s came to a head in the early 90s, and it's on that soundtrack, and it's just everything is just dialed up to 45 in 80s power metal, 80s hair metal, like high pitched voices. Oh, it's so good. You got to listen to that soundtrack.
I got to watch that movie again. I haven't seen it since I was a kid.
It's so good.
Yeah, I haven't watched it since I think the last time I watched it was like in college, like at LCC probably. So like 20 years ago.
There's a YouTube series I like called This Aged Great, where they watch.
Oh yes,
you know that one.
Stuff that didn't age great. I'm sure.
Yeah. So that's in there too. Yep.
Oh, I believe it.
And then the other movie I watched again this week was Nirvana the band, the show, the movie. I bought it and I watched it with my sister.
Oh yeah, did you didn't get it yet? Jeremy didn't.
Today I seen tonight. I was working at the I work in the cafeteria or whatever, and a student came up wearing a Nirvana the show, the movie, the tour.
Oh wow!
And I was like, oh wow, that's a really cool shirt. Like, what do you think of that movie? Was that a good movie? He's like, oh yeah. He didn't really want to talk to me. He's like, I don't want to talk to you. You're serving me my food. I'm a student.
You can watch Suburban Commando for free on Tubi or Roku.
I can watch it for free
if you'd like. I'm just saying for John who wanted to watch it. I'm saying for the other person on this podcast, John, who said that you wanted to watch it again because he hadn't seen it since you were a kid. You can watch it for free on Tubi or Roku.
I will do that.
So do that.
I was just reminded. I showed it to my sister for the first time. We were having kind of a bad day, and both of us, and just like, let's put on something silly. So, I think that helped. It's on watching it a second time, I noticed it's a movie where not a moment is wasted, where things just play off in the moment naturally.
You're talking about that they're. Oh, you're talking about Nirvana. Sorry, I thought you were talking about the first time you saw Suburban Commando with your kid, with your sister. You dropped your ice creams or something, and you were like, "Hey,
it was a revelation." Suburban Commando. Yeah. No, Nirvana the band, the show, the movie. Not a moment's wasted. They have like lots of setups that are like invisible, and that it's just like something that happens. naturally, and it's like a funny joke in the moment. But then you realize later on, oh wait, that actually they were planting seeds the whole time, and it's legitimately a great movie. Like I want to see this when the Oscar nominees come out. I want to see this as Best Picture, or at least like, I'm being totally serious. It's
sure. I mean, they've put worse stuff.
Nirvana, the band, the show, the movie, the Oscar.
The Oscar winner, yeah.
They put worse stuff up there for Best Movie, so I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, remember Crash? That actually won.
Oh, yeah, it did win, yeah.
What's that one where the guy was just gardening constantly?
The Crash
the
was...
Constant Gardener.
Oh, yeah, that one.
Yeah. Crash was an awful fucking movie. Jess and I watched it again for How Is It Now, and what a fucking terrible racist movie that won Best Picture for whatever reason. I wish it would have been the sex one. They should have went the one where they got off from crashing their cars. The other Crash movie that was better. The Cronenberg one. Didn't come out that year. But yeah, that movie's trash.
Didn't they do like a TV show based on it too?
They did.
Yeah, I think they did, yeah. It's considered one of the worst movies to win Movie of the Year out of all of them.
I'm going to say I actually liked it, but I saw it so long ago that I don't remember what it's about other than I just know it was like a really twisted movie. And
I mean, I thought I liked it at the time too,
but
it should be on that show that you watched about things sucking that were or things that
it's aged well.
Yeah, because it's aged awfully. It's very bad. It's a terrible, terrible movie. But Nirvana, the band, the show, the movie is
excellent.
I want to see it. Currently, I've only been able to find it on Amazon, and I'm trying not to buy stuff from Amazon. And I know that's their distributor or whatever. But if I find a different way to get hold of it,
you can get it on.
You can buy it on the other things. It's like on.
Can you know?
It's like on Apple and YouTube and Fandango
or. Cool. Yeah, I'll probably get it on.
It's
YouTube.
Probably on iTunes, or you could. Well, I guess if it's on Apple, it's on iTunes.
I mean, I'm paying one corporate overlord over the other. I know, but
you can find a way to purchase it.
If I could get it on disc, maybe I would do that.
Actually, it did come out on DVD, or I know they were putting it out on DVD. I don't know if it's out yet.
DVD even?
Yep.
Oh, Blu-ray. I figured it was just I meant like I don't think people make Blu-ray or DVDs anymore. I thought it was just
whatever
Blu-rays.
you call it. Yeah.
I mean, a Blu-ray is a type of DVD. It's an evolution of a DVD.
No, it's a Blu-ray.
It's still a digital versatile disc.
Yeah, but DVD, the name, is not a thing anymore. I don't think.
But DVDA is.
Oh. Just went up. Just made it to M mode there, or AO, whatever. We're in adults only now, for that joke. Anyway, what else do you want to talk about your stuff before we go to break, or what do you have?
I can talk about my stuff. So I played a lot more of Crawlers this week, Vampire Crawlers, and I'm still really into that game. Yeah, I've definitely gotten to the point where I bounce back and forth with it.
20 some hours or something. You're really I love it. You like that. 26 hours is what it says in the app.
And I've been playing it a lot more strategically, even more so than I was saying I was doing last week, and it's just becoming more fun the more I understand. And now I've almost upgraded everything. Like the little shop you go to, everything is almost like to the maximum level, except for one thing called Curse, which makes the enemies harder, but they give you more experience. So I haven't bumped that all the way up, but if I do, it'll probably be more fun. But no, I love it. I can bring 3 people with me instead of 2 now, and I just wipe the floor. I got this power up where if you've been to a dungeon before, you can just wipe out the entire first floor.
That's cool.
And get all the experience and stuff from it, so that kind of lets you skip.
It's kind of
the dungeon.
It's kind of. I mean, I guess these are. I was that's like a roguelike thing, but yeah, these games are always roguelikes, so whatever. Yeah. But no, that's cool. I mean, yeah, if you can wipe everything out, it's like the extreme version of the characters running away from you in Earthbound, where you can just
it's pretty cool how they do it in the game. It's pretty satisfying. You hit this button. It's like you hit Y or something. I can't remember what it is, and it shows it on the screen, and it's like it shows it as the little plastic cover or whatever over the button. You hit the button once, and then it lifts up, and then you have to hit it again to actually depress the button and wipe everybody out. So I mean, it's optional. I don't know if there's an advantage to actually fighting them though, because you're going to get all those experience points either way. So yeah, it's just a great game. I don't think it's anything particularly deep or or whatever. It's just a good, fun game to play, and I like it.
I mean, do you feel like it's losing its steam at all, or are you still
a little bit?
super
so.
up on it?
I think it's losing its steam a little bit. I don't play it as much, but when I do, I'll play it for a good hour or two.
Yeah.
Usually because I get the one more run thing happening, where I just want to do it again and try different things. So
is it like the other one where it takes you like around like an hour to get through a run, or are they shorter?
They're shorter.
Oh, okay.
I would say you can get through a run in probably less than 10 minutes usually. If you know what you're doing. But I guess some of the like the 6th level stage, which is called Tora Tower, that's actually probably takes closer to like 20 minutes if you can get all the way through it, because it's 6 stages instead of 3, and there are 6 floors instead of 4, and the enemies are a lot harder. They take longer to defeat. So, you can sink some time into a run, but you're probably never going to sink more than like 30 minutes tops if you're like taking your time and calculating everything. Yeah, it's great. I highly recommend it. $10, well spent.
Yeah, it's cheap. I'm still gonna play it at some point. It's on my list.
You should. I think at least by the end of the year, so you at least have it on your radar.
Yeah, I've seen you play it for the
right,
and I think it looks cool. I just
it's really cool.
It's on my list, but it keeps falling behind other things, I guess.
I haven't bought a new game this week, so I played more Blueprints, and I think I'm almost caught up to where I was before, but since I know what I'm doing, it's been happening a lot quicker. But I've actually gotten some of the extended stuff unlocked that makes the game kind of play a little different without ruining anything. It changes your strategy completely once you open up a couple of different shortcuts that stay open. And that's kind of been my focus of playing it. So I've got a few hours sunk into it, I'm sure, on the Switch. And wow, what a good game! I've watched John. You posted a video in the Slack, and I watched most of that, and I watched a couple other interviews with the developer, and watched
about Blueprints.
About Blueprints, yeah.
Yeah, there was one on the BBC this week. I think they give him a good 15-minute interview on BBC.
I guess I missed that.
This game was self-funded and well, the guy didn't make the game entirely himself. He had like people helping with the assets and stuff. But supposedly he didn't tell them what he was like. He said, I'm going to use them on my game, but he kind of kept things a mystery even from the other people that were helping him develop the game in that sense. Like, create this object for me, but I'm not going to tell you what it's going to do. So like the person who like helped develop the assets is like, well, when I play the game, I'm just looking for my assets and I don't know where I'm going to find them because they're hidden. I have to find my own assets. It's pretty cool. Yeah, I guess this game is based off of a book. I didn't know that.
Oh, really?
There's a book that came out in the 80s called, I think it's literally just called like The Maze or something like that. But it's a little bit like a House of Leaves kind of book, if you know what that book is.
Yeah, I'm familiar with that book.
It's like before House of Leaves, so it probably inspired that as well. But it's a book where it's like a picture book where you actually like sort of like choose your own adventure. You make choices within the maze, and then you go to another page, depending on what door you went through, and then you get to different rooms, and there's like puzzles and stuff. And really, it's just kind of when I was watching that little documentary about it, it was like a 50-minute documentary someone made that is a friend of the developer. It's like the book is based off of like a mansion that has 46 rooms pretty much. So it's kind of similar. I kind of want to get this book just to check it out because it looks really cool. It's just got a lot of really good art in it. And it's, it kind of like, subdues what we think books should be. And it was very popular when it came out, I guess, in the 80s, but I had never heard of it before.
What's that book called?
I think it's just called Maze or The Maze. It's like got a really generic name, but yeah, it's a picture book in I mean, I think there's text as well, but highly dependent on like the environmental storytelling of the actual pictures and stuff in the book. And it'd be fun to check out sometime because I had a friend who had House of Leaves, and I leafed through it a little bit. But I probably would add. Yeah, it's just called Maze.
Maze, solve the world's most challenging puzzle, is what it's called.
I've heard of this
by
book
Christopher
before.
Manson. It was published.
Yeah, I guess that
1985.
That, and then there's some like tabletop game as well that was a big inspiration, but I can't remember what that was. But yeah, I guess the game has a lot of love in the tabletop community because of how it plays a bit like a tabletop game with the resource management stuff. So yeah, I learned all that from videos I watched this week, and just made me appreciate this game I love already even more.
It kind of sounds like a choose your own adventure book from what I'm reading here, because like each page is a different room, so you jump from like room to room like the same way you would in Blueprints. I take it to find the 46th room or whatever.
Yeah, it's I did think it was interesting. Like the developer would never say the word rogue. So like even when he was being interviewed, like his friend would be like, "I know you don't ever want to say roguelike, but this is definitely a roguelike." The guy's like, "Well, it's an adventure game. It's a puzzle game. It's hard to categorize." And the other guy's like, "It's an adventure roguelike." He's like, "It could be that." But, there's more to it. The guy knows the game. He made it. He developed it. He knows it's not just a straight up roguelike. But goddamn if it doesn't have a lot of roguelike elements to it.
It sounded like a roguelike to me from the way you described it, but I don't know.
Maybe that's just a dirty word to this developer.
Did they mention there was a $10,000 prize for the book? Like if anybody got through the book, I don't know.
Yeah, they ended up. I guess no one actually like fully solved it. So the people that there was like 3 or 4 people that
12
did well enough.
Yeah,
and so they split the prize.
Yeah.
I guess 12 people. So they split the prize between them. So I mean that's not a lot of money, but it's still kind of cool that they got to be recognized for their achievement, I guess. Yeah, Blueprints, I can't say enough good things about this game. I can't believe it's been out for over a year now. It came out last April.
Yeah.
So the fact that I still talk about it and I still play it is
played on 2 systems.
Pretty important.
Yeah. That's another one I really should play at some point. I don't know if it's still on sale, but
there's just not another game like it that I've played other than, maybe if you consider some of the resource management, like maybe a Settlers of Catan or something, but that's very vague. A very vague likening to this game. And in fact, I don't want to say it's like Settlers of Catan because that'll turn people off. A lot of people probably. So it's not. But imagine you have all those resource cards in your hand, like when you play that game, and that's sort of how this game works. Like your little resources you're using as you go. But yeah, other than those 2 games, Pokopia, I jumped into it hardcore this week. I was like, you know what? I want to build, because I had built, I think as of last week, I only had 1 Pokemon Center built. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to build all the Pokemon Centers.
So now you can you can game share finally.
Yeah, I have all the Pokemon Centers and all 5 of the is it 5? Yeah, there's 5 areas. I've got the Pokemon Centers and all those. But then I ended up like, just because I started actually building, I started to really like it. And I started to actually get a little bit into the decorating and stuff this week, and really just kind of put my nose to the grindstone and wanted to see credits, and I did. I saw credits. I did what I had to do to see credits, and it gives you a really cool ability, and I won't spoil, but it makes me want to keep playing the game because that ability is so good.
So it gives you, like after you beat it, it's like, oh yeah, now this. So
now you can now you just have a lot more options of how you can approach builds and stuff, and continue to try to get all the Pokemon. I have like close to 160 Pokemon now. And I looked at the Pokedex and it looks like there's probably close to 400 to be found in the game. And maybe they haven't all been released yet, because I know they're supposedly going to do some DLC and stuff. Also, they do events. So like there was like a jump roping event with Bulbasaur last week. Is it Bulbasaur? No. Who's the one with the Ivy? Maybe it was Ivysaur.
Ivysaur?
Yeah. And then, you had to do like jump rope, and they were using their like Ivy as your jump rope. And then this week there's like some like red creature. I can't remember what his name is. He's like a little demon looking Pokemon. And he needs you to go find these red crystals for him to buy all these different items that you can't get anywhere else. So as long as they keep doing like special events and stuff, that's going to keep me coming back to the game to get more items. And it feels Animal Crossing in that regard.
I would expect, because most of the Pokemon games do that. Like there have been events for like ZA and They always kind of do. Or like, they had like specific raids for like, for Sword and Shield and Scarlet Violet, whatever. So it's cool that they're kind of keeping it in that same sort of vein where they keep adding stuff to it. So keep bringing you back.
But yeah, it's. I will say, like I teared up a lot. The game really
got to you.
Really pulls at your heartstrings towards the end, and really, going back to that whole, the Pokemon just all want to be friends, and they just miss the humans so much, and they miss their individual trainers and the people they used to hang out with and that were human. And I will just say the end of the game is just, yeah, it's just not. I wouldn't say it's unsatisfying, but it's pretty fucking sad. Now, I guess there's like extra innings you can get by doing more stuff. So that's another reason to keep pursuing keep playing the game. But the ending I saw made me cry. It was very emotional. So this game just has a lot up its sleeve. It's not what it looks like on the surface. I think there's a lot of depth to it and a lot of really good environmental storytelling. And I mean, I'm sure it's no surprise, but this is definitely at the top of my list as game of the year right now. And we have 7 months left, so maybe something else could pop in there to change that. But right now, it's the best game I played this year.
Yeah,
it's the best game I played this year by far. Like, as far as how much it affects me and how much I think about it. And I actually dreamed about it this week. I had to dream about it to where it was such a realistic dream. Like, so I was trying to find ice because I needed ice for one of my builds. And so I'm like, where's the ice? And I guess this happened in a dream. I didn't know it was in a dream. But in my dream, I was going through like the Pokemon Center, and I found you could buy this thing that was like a building you built that was like an ice factory. And then you would like find like ice type Pokemon or whatever, water type Pokemon to make ice cubes for you. That makes sense, right? It just kind of makes sense in the context of the entire game. And so I ended up spending like probably over an hour going everywhere in the whole game, trying to find all my different treasure chests and everything, and going to all the different Pokemon centers. I'm like, where the hell is this building kit for the ice factory? And I couldn't find it anywhere. And turns out I just dreamed about it. I thought it was a thing. You get the ice somewhere else, but like, I had such a realistic dream that I was like, I just don't remember where I put this thing. So yeah, if it's gotten to the point where it's affecting my dreams, that's a pretty good game.
For sure.
Well, if the dreams are good. So yeah, I love it. Pokemon aside, it's just got good characters and it's got a good story to it. It's the gameplay loop is amazing, and the level of creativity is completely up to you. So that's where I'm at now. I'm in the post game, and I'll probably play a bunch more of it. And I will be eagerly awaiting DLC.
Yeah, you're at 85 hours already, so I could see you easily breaking 100 by next week. Maybe.
I don't know what all this shit about like beating it 20 to 30 hours is. I don't know how that's possible.
Yeah, I don't know. It's a news thing, but I saw they're doing a bundle with it, which they kind of should have done when it came out.
I think it's just in Australia right now.
Is it only in Australia? Yeah. Just felt like it sold a lot of people on the Switch too when it came out. So, I'm imagining there'll be a bundle here too. It could really be the New Horizons of the Switch 2 if it had come out during a pandemic or something. Well, sure, yeah, we don't.
But gladly, we didn't have another pandemic.
Oh, they knew about it. All right. Well, if you're good on that, we could take a break now.
Sure.
All right. Let's take a break. We'll come back and talk about whatever I've been playing and the rest of the news. So stay tuned.
Hey, you.
It's me, Mario.
Yeah, you. Subscribe to our Patreon to hear our bonus shows, which happen every month.
I'm tired.
Tired of all the big corporate podcasts spoon-feeding you the same old video game news on every single show?
Spaghetti. Ravioli.
Then expand!
With NintenDomain Expansion Pack.
It's us talking about old games that were important to us. It's us interviewing people that we meet at conventions. And heck, it's live shows from those same conventions. It's basically everything you could want that NintenDomain ever made.
Here we go!
And it's just $1 a month.
That's less than a bad indie on the eShop.
It's $12 a year, which is less than Nintendo Switch Online.
Thank you so much for subscribing to our Patreon and supporting NintenDomain.
Just go to patreon.com/NintenDomain podcast and, hey, Mario, let go.
Whoa!
Whoa! He's throwing us back to the show.
So long, Bowser.
Patreon.com/NintenDomain podcast.
Game over.
Anyway, all right, we're back from the break. We talk about whatever I've been playing. That was going to be my intro, talking about how I put 10 hours into the Final Fantasy Rebirth demo, and wow. I still see no end in sight. So, yeah, it's kind of I don't know, it's really turned me around on that game. I actually really like it. I really like the demo. And I've become a fan, I guess, of the Final Fantasy VII Remake, even though I couldn't care that much for the PlayStation 1 version, but I don't know, I like the Rebirth version because it kind of reminds me of a mixture of two of my favorite things, and that's Ys games and Xenoblade games. It's really what it feels like. It feels like Xenoblade Chronicles meets Ys. It's kind of where I get at, because you got the action combat, which is very much reminiscent of Ys. Even though I really wish you had like the witch time dodges, which maybe you get that later in the game. I don't know. Wherever I'm at, I can't do it. And it would be really nice if I could. It would make it a lot easier. I mean, you can dodge, but it doesn't, as far as I know, it doesn't have the time dodge that you can do in the Ys games where everything stops. I call it witch time because it's the same thing that you could do in like the Bayonetta games, where time would stop if you dodge or block at the right time. But no, I mean, it kind of, I was like sort of on the fence just to try it out, just because it was Switch 2 to like, now I kind of just want to buy it when it comes out in June. Also, it's a June game. Also, well, Rebirth is, but I mean it's also only $50. They're not doing a Switch tax on it. It's actually going to sell for the same price as it does on PS5, which I think is great. So, but no, I mean I made it through the flashback stuff with Sephiroth, where you kind of see why Sephiroth goes bad, even though I felt like it kind of was. He does a heel turn like real quickly, because Sephiroth is like the nicest guy ever, when you're working together on your team or whatever. And then, I mean, you played through this, Jeremy, so you kind of know what happens, right?
A long time ago, but yeah. So
you get to the Mako plant, and when you get there, he sees what the fuck is it? Genova. He sees the Genova sign, and that like triggers something inside of him, where he realizes that his mom is actually Genova, and that this factory, and that he's created by this Mako factory or whatever. So he freaks out, he disappears, he goes underground, he reads a bunch of books. They say that he goes and reads a bunch of books, and then he comes back and murders everybody in town. is what happens after that.
Damn.
I'm like, what the fuck, dude? So yeah, he like kind of really goes bad. And then, you get to try to go up against him as Cloud, but some shit falls on you and you don't run very quickly. It takes forever to get there. But, like Tifa comes at him with his sword, because her family, everybody's family got killed by this fucker, because he slaughters the town, and he like slices her like ribs like right under her chest or whatever. And there's this whole thing. I mean, I'm sure they're playing with the spoilers of a really really old game. That Aerith gets killed by Sephiroth.
What?
I still think it's funny, like, how little of a thing spoilers were back then, because I remember friends of mine just showing me that scene on PlayStation, being like, hey, look how cool it is. Watch this guy kill this girl from this game. Like, not even, like, thinking that maybe I might want to play it in the future and know that she doesn't die. It's just people just were blown away by the scene that they just wanted to show everybody. So before I had even played the game, I had seen her getting killed by Sephiroth. Because, like, a buddy of mine, that's the first thing he showed me of Final Fantasy VII. Because he had his game, like, saved, like, right there. Because it's the end of the first disc, and I was like, wow, okay. But, we know Sephiroth. We know that Aerith dies in the original one, but I don't know if she actually dies in this one. I mean, I think they want to kind of twist it around, and that's part of why I like this game. But they kind of, like, Sephiroth is trying to fuck with Cloud and tell him that Tifa died, that Tifa actually got killed. And Cloud even is like, oh, Tifa, you're not real. Like, are you a real person? Because I saw you get killed. And Tifa's like, well, fuck you. No, I got cut, and then you left me to die there, and then somebody else saved me. Like, so fuck you. So, like, they have this whole back and forth thing. But no, I really like the group dynamic between everybody, and I just really like the open world stuff. I know some people have said that it's like, that it's like bloated or whatever, but I thought it was cool because I've never actually really played I played the demo like back in 2020, but that was a long time of the first Final Fantasy remake. And like that I was like, oh, this feels like East, and it was just like like a level and a boss, But this is like a huge area. Like I said, I put 10 hours into it, and I'm pretty sure I could probably crank a good like 20-30 hours out of this demo. Like seriously, like. Because as long as you don't do the main thing and you just do all the side things, you can just keep doing everything. And that's what I've been doing. Like, I haven't been following the main story. I've just been doing all the side shit. Like, and there's towers in there, like Tears of the Kingdom, where you get a tower and you unlock extra stuff. It'll show you how to get things. And you can unlock, like, whatever you call them, like the gods, the Final Fantasy gods,
Espers or
Espers.
summons.
Yeah, that's the word I was trying to get. Because I unlocked Titan, because you can find these different crystals, like these caves with crystals in them, and if you find enough of them, you can like fully unleash the power of Titan or whatever. You can make him his like most powerfulness if you catch it. And there's other things that you find, and there's like battle challenges where it's like, oh, beat these guys in this amount of time, or beat them without getting poisoned, or like knock them out, and this sort of, like, there's a whole bunch of stuff that I feel kind of teaches you how to play the game, so I don't mind all the extra stuff. Oh yeah, and Queen's Blood is really cool. That's why I said Queen's Blood Addict as my middle name, because Queen's Blood is a new card game that you get in Rebirth. It's not in Remake. And it's one of those things that's like simple enough to figure it out pretty quickly, but it's challenging enough to where you want to keep playing it. And there's a lot of like side missions that have to do with Queen's Blood. Like there's a guy in the main like town calm that you go to. You can get hired by different people for different, to make money for different things. And this guy wants you to get this card back that he lost to somebody in Queen's Blood. So he wants you to go play against this dude that stole your card. And then you beat him, and he's like, oh, well, no, I flipped that card. I took it from him, and I flipped it for more money, which I thought it was funny that he said flipped, because I only hear people say that, like people who buy systems and flip them for $1,000 or whatever. So, and then I had to find another guy that had that and beat him and, get the card. And there was this whole, like, extra stories in there. But I felt like it builds out the world better. It's, like, good at, like, world building and all that. And I like, you go to... you're about to go to your next place, but you can't get there because you don't have a chocobo, and then you have to go to the chocobo ranch, and they want to charge you for it, but you can't afford to get one, so you have to hunt down one of their lost chocobos, and that becomes your main chocobo. Like there's this whole like extra story beats in there that I like, instead of just automatically getting a chocobo like you would in the previous Final Fantasy games. And running around with the chocobo is pretty cool. But it has that feeling of Xenoblade with like the big giant area, and the soundtrack is really great. Like you got like all these different renditions of like the original like Nobu Uematsu like stuff from Final Fantasy VII, which has always been great. Like all the Uematsu music has always been fantastic, and it's cool to hear like the remake of it, and there's like piano and like different horn versions or whatever of that main open world song that kind of just plays over and over again. And I like that you can switch from character to character really easily just by pressing up or down on the control pad. Then I've been using like Cloud and Tifa and Barrett, because I like Barrett because I can do a lot of like long range attack stuff with that and just kind of hang in the back and shoot them with your minigun hand, and you can build up like more powerful shots and all that. And Tifa's does more like in close punching and kicking and upcutting and stuff like that. So yeah, it feels like a completely different game than the other game, obviously, because it's a fucking action game now, and
right. It's
not
like
really
just part of Final Fantasy VII.
Yeah, I mean, it's basically like, yeah, it feels like an Ys game with spells, because you can pause it and do spells. That's about the only difference. And there are like in Rebirth versus Remake, from what I've heard, they have these like you have these co-op super moves that you can do in Remake originally, which is pretty cool. You can do like these synergy moves where you do, like I was doing a thing where Tifa was like throwing fireballs at Cloud and making his sword like super hot, and then you could hit people with your fire sword, which is funny. So I was doing that, but no, it's cool. It's a cool game. And I watched, just for the hell of it, I watched the review, IGN's review of Rebirth when it came out for the PS5, and I think it looks pretty. I really didn't notice much of a difference in the looks for it. Like there were some things that I thought I was like, oh, well, this probably would look better on PS5. But I watched the review of it. The hair still looks just as kind of fried as it did on that, and maybe they didn't have the strand technology yet or whatever. But
maybe on the PS5 Pro or whatever.
Yeah, maybe on the Pro. I mean, because this game came out like a couple years ago, right? I think
2024.
Yeah, because it came out the same year as Infinite Wealth, because there was an advertisement for Infinite Wealth in that video, where they're like, hey, check out our Infinite Wealth video. But but no, it's been fun. I've also noticed like that there's a lot of black people in this game, which I don't know if you remember, but do you remember the whole like travesty thing with Squaresoft and Final Fantasy 16, how they had like no black people in it? It was like all white people.
I think I remember hearing about that at some point.
I remember that because they were kind of dicks about it. They said that like, oh, this is like in Europe and there's no black people there, and it's like
double down.
No.
Not good.
I don't know. The way they said it was really shitty. It's like, oh no, but the place that they're at, it's just all white people. It's like, no, that's not how that works. But yeah, but I just noticed that there's a lot more diversity in this game as I'm moving around the area, and that kind of reminded.
They left their area.
It reminded me of the Final Fantasy 16 thing that I'd forgotten about, and I was like, oh, I wonder if they're trying to. Well, obviously, we have Barrett in the team who's not white, but it's like also like they did kind of sounded kind of shitty for like not having like black or brown people in 16. So I don't know. I just noticed that a lot of the characters weren't white that were giving you missions or whatnot, which is a good thing. Hey, let's have some other races in here. But yeah, it's
let's work for them.
Yeah, so I did notice that, and I was like, oh wait, I bet they're trying to make up for that, for all the shit they said about or whatever, the dumb shit they said when 16 came out. But yeah, no, it's a fun
stupid.
It's a fun thing, and I'm gonna try to see how much I can get out of this demo. But last week I talked about how like Final Fantasy VII Remake is on sale for $20 sometimes. Well, guess what? It was on sale for $20 like right after I said that last week, and I bought it just because I liked Rebirth so much that I bought, because it was like $23 marked down from 40, just like 40% off or something like that, which is a pretty good deal for 100 gig download, which I found room for. But I'm on the boat now, I guess, for Final Fantasy Remake and Rebirth. And whatever the next one is, I've seen rumors out there that they're gonna.
So you've played Remake as well?
I played the demo.
Okay.
I haven't played. I bought it. And it took like 3 hours to download it, so I didn't have enough time to play it because it's 100 gigs.
I see.
It took forever for it to download. But I played the demo on PlayStation 4 back in 2020, and I imagine it's pretty similar to this one. But I mean, I got it just because it was on sale, and it's only on sale till like tomorrow. And,
I think one thing I remember people complaining about it when it came out, the most recent one,
Rebirth.
Rebirth, yeah, was that it was like a cluttery map, like in the sense of like indicators and stuff, maybe.
Oh, I didn't find the map
The
confusing at
interface
all.
doesn't bother you. Yeah.
I mean, it kind of has a similar thing that like Xenoblade Chronicles X did, where it has like that sort of floating ball thing that shows you where to go. I mean, it's not like exactly the same as the floating ball, but you can press a button on the map, and it'll kind of have like these like lines, these like floating lines that kind of show you wherever you're going, and you can mark stuff too. Like I didn't really get lost. I mean, the only thing that kind of bothers me about these open world games that aren't Breath of the Wild or Tears of the Kingdom is just that like I kind of wish that every game would have stole that and just made it to where you can climb everything and you can jump off everything. Because there's some cliffs that they just won't let you jump off because it's like too high, but some you can, and there's no fall damage. So it's like, just let me just jump off everything. Like Xenoblade would let you just jump off anything, like there's stuff like that bothers me where it's like, I'm like, oh, like this one's a little bit clearer, I guess, because if you can climb a wall, like they put like the yellow paint and all that dumb shit on there, like so like where you can get up, and there'll be like a little arrow showing if you can interact with like a ladder or whatnot, which pretty much every ladder you can climb, but there's still a little arrow in front of it just to let you know that you can. Maybe they added that later, but I didn't find it confusing. And running around with the chocobo is pretty awesome, and they do like a remixed version of the Chocobo theme and all that. And
oh yeah, that part's awesome.
And
I wanted to just get to that part. I think that might have been as far as I went.
I mean, I've really enjoyed the open world stuff, and I guess a lot of people didn't like it, but maybe because it reminds me of Xenoblade Chronicles or any of the Xenoblades with all the extra. And some people don't like that, I guess, but I like that. I like the.
We were open world overloaded at that point in time. I still feel like that way sometimes, but. I mean, even Pokopia's got a bit of that open world to it. So
I'm
zone or whatever.
I'm enjoying the side quests. Like I don't feel like they're, I mean, I don't feel like they're annoying, and I'm not fully annoyed by Chadley yet, even though he like calls me whenever I do anything. That's this robot guy that calls you on like a screen that you carry around. I guess he was in the first one too.
Chadley,
yeah. I had heard talk about Chadley, about people not liking Chadley, but. I don't know. He's fine. He doesn't really bother me. But no, it's been a lot of fun to play, like just to fuck around, and I think it looks great. I think it looks really good on Switch too. And I've been just running.
I especially like that you haven't had to pay money for it.
I haven't paid anything for it. Yeah. Well, I mean, I bought Remake just because.
Well, you probably pay like $20 for that.
Yeah, I got it half off. For when I think I said that before on this show that I if I got it I get it for $20, but I just really liked Rebirth, and I'm wondering if I like Remake as much, because what I like about Rebirth is the open world stuff, and I don't think Remake has that, and I think that's why people like it more. So I was kind of a little hesitant, but it's not coming out till June, and when if I end up ever beating this demo, I could just go back and play Remake until Rebirth comes out again. Is what I was thinking. But
sure, I mean, if you like it, I mean, that's good for you. And I've heard enough good stuff about these games that if you're vibing with it. Good for you. Yeah, no, it also
maybe
I'll eventually want to check it out again.
It kind of reminds me of Star Wars Outlaws too. Another open world game, but it kind of, the way the open world stuff works reminds me of that game. Like that game, you go and you talk to somebody who will tell you where a thing is, but not tell you exactly where it is. That's kind of like how this one works. Like like the way the map is situated and kind of the way you get missions is a lot like the way you do it in Star Wars Outlaws. And in Star Wars Outlaws, you could call your speeder to you whenever you want. You can call your chocobo to you whenever you want, like same sort of thing. It's and there's chocobo stops too, that where these little baby chocobos will like lead you to them. If you find them and you follow where they go, they'll take you to a chocobo stop, and you just pull up this like pole, and then once you pull up the pole, you can warp there whenever you want. So like there's stuff like that. Like whenever you find a thing, you can warp to it. So I fast traveled all over the place, and it doesn't feel. But I like running around the world too.
As long as you don't have to spend too much time in loading menus if you fast travel.
Oh no! I thought it was pretty quick. I didn't really, and it's interesting. You can choose whether you want to fast travel by yourself or with your chocobo. Like they give you that option too, which I'm kind of like, well, why did they do that? Because there's not really like a day-night cycle that I noticed or anything like that. Like I was like, will it take you longer if you walk there? But No, I guess it's just if you just want to have your chocobo with you already when you get there, you can choose that.
But you can just call him anyway, right?
Yeah, you can. But it can load right into you already being on it, I guess, if you don't want to press R and have the chocobo come to you or whatever. And you can buy, I've already got special chocobo gear or whatever.
That's what I was going to ask if there's costumes for the birds.
Oh, of course, yeah. I've already customized some of the costumes, and you get like chocobo. You get special chocobo like leaves that you can trade in for chocobo costumes from finding the chocobo stops. And there's Moogle currency also. I found a Moogle area where I chased a bunch of Moogles into a house, and they gave me shit for doing that. There is a lot of weird like mini games in there, but I don't mind it. I'm actually kind of really interested to see what the golden saucer is going to be like. That's what it was called, right? Where you did all the chocobo races, because you do a chocobo race at the ranch, and they're like, oh yeah, there's a bunch of these at the golden saucer. Because I remember because I did all those fucking races to get like the special like black chocobo. Because I did all the extra stuff for 7, and I got the Knights of the Round summon and all that shit.
Which is like Ultima.
Which makes which makes the game a lot easier. But anyway, I've been enjoying it, and I want to see if I think I can at least get 20 hours out of this demo. I mean, shit, maybe even 30. I mean, I'm just trying to do all the side missions and not do, because I think once you get to chapter 2, it ends, but you don't have to go there. You can just go do everything else. So I think
scrape all the meat off the ribs.
I just think it's a really cool way to do a demo, to just give you like just a huge chunk of the world to just fuck around with for however long you want.
Square does demos real good.
Yeah, I think it's one of my favorite demos
probably
for
the
that.
Best demo company.
Yeah, and it all carries into it. I mean, I don't know. I think it's cool. I've been enjoying it a lot. I played Tetris 99. I'm sure you did too, for the Tomodachi theme.
I did play that, and I
didn't play it.
I got to it was because I had been, I was really trying really hard to get through Xenosaga 3 for games my mom found. I didn't quite make it. I got like 2 hours left, but I just gave up because it was too much. I couldn't force myself to beat it. I'm like pretty close. I'm at the end, but I did learn a pretty cool thing that my computer can do. I figured out how to cast Xenosaga to a TV while I'm editing the podcast at the same time, so I can play an emulator on my computer on a different TV while I'm editing our podcast. That was really cool. So I did that. So if you have an internet TV, you can do that. That was a fun thing to do. But I got to 12th place on Tomodachi Life, which I thought was the best not Tomodachi Life, whatever. Tetris 99 Tomodachi Life theme.
Yeah, that's pretty good though.
Which is the best I've done in a while.
I didn't
in a long while. So I felt pretty good about getting to 12 because I don't think I've done that good in I don't know how fucking long, So that was cool. And then I got back into playing E's Memoire Revelations and Celceta also, because I was like, I'm playing Final Fantasy VII, which reminds me of E's. Why don't I just play E's? Because I got that also. But no, I really wanted to get back to it, and I got farther into the forest, and I got to this fishing village, because Adol doesn't have his memory now. He doesn't remember anything. And I get to this fishing village, and they're like, oh, we remember you. You're the guy who poisoned the water and killed all the fish. And I was like, oh, great. So I'm like the Kefka of this area. Got the guy that fucking... so they like throw you in jail, like right when you get there. And I'm like, oh, fuck. All right. But you find out later that that Adol was actually friends with like the chief there. And he allows you to leave the jail cell like supervised to go and like... do some detective work and try to figure out, try to prove that you didn't kill all the fish and poison the water and all that. But of course, all this leads to you figuring out that it isn't you, and brings you to a dungeon to where the poisoner is or whatever. But no, I mean it's a fun game. It reminds me a lot of 8 because it came out right before Lacrimosa of Dana, but it was more in the style of 7, because it's like 3D, but it's just top down. Camera and all that, but it has kind of has the Metroidvania-ness to it, where like you go and you find an item that allows you to get to other parts of the map, like that sort of thing. I'm in a dungeon right now, and I just beat a mini boss that basically gave me the ability to breathe underwater. So now I can swim everywhere. So that unlocks another part of the dungeon, because it's like a water-based dungeon. But now I can swim to other places on the map that I couldn't get to before to find other shit. That's kind of how Ease 8 had a lot of that too. So it kind of reminds me of that. But But yeah, no, it's fun. It was great. It's got it for like the same price as Final Fantasy VII for like $20, $25. So I will continue on to play that. But yeah, that's pretty much what I've been doing for the week. Why don't we talk about the releases and the news?
News. Don't snooze or you miss the news.
Inconbini came out this week. So
actually, it came out on the 30th, but it is on sale.
Well, I mean, that was last week, but we didn't talk about it last week, so
yeah.
That's
it's
about
new
like
this
managing
week.
a 7-Eleven or something.
Yeah.
Yep, that's the one.
I mean, I had just saw a review of it like yesterday, so I thought it had just come out because I didn't. I guess I wasn't really looking for it on the store, but anyway, regardless, it's out now. Yeah,
it's towards the top of the new releases. It's easy to find.
Yeah. It's on sale for it's like $2 off for the next like week or whatever. I don't know. It looks cool for what it is. I don't see myself getting it anytime soon, but it's out now. I heard
I might check it out later when it's cheaper.
Yeah, I heard there's
it kind
not
of
enough.
Me of Grilled Halibut.
Oh, sure. I heard there's not enough simulation in it. Like some of the stuff isn't not really. I don't know.
You're not min-maxing your store.
Yeah, or like it doesn't really like you're running a store, but you don't feel like you're running a store. I guess that's kind of what I gathered from it. But there's also this game I'd never heard of, but I found it on the eShop, as I find most of these. Wax Heads, which is a cozy punk narrative sim about working in a struggling record store. I just thought it sounded cool, and it's like $12. I don't know. It looked like a indie point and clicky visual novel type thing.
Yeah, maybe it's like High Fidelity or something.
Yeah, maybe you get to talk about your top 5 breakups or whatever. This one I put on here because I thought that you'd be interested in it, John, and that's Shadows of the Afterland.
Yeah, I've never heard of it before.
Yeah, I just saw it on the shop, but I mean, it looks like a LucasArts style point and click that's about the afterlife. Yeah, it says, embark on a supernatural point-and-click adventure in which you are confronted with the most difficult decision of your life and death. And it takes place in the 60s, and it kind of looks like that old like PC LucasArts point-and-click
Grim
type
Fandango.
stuff.
Oh, yeah, it looks cool.
I never played Grim Fandango, but it to me it looks like Sam & Max and like Full Throttle, like Indiana Jones and the Infernal Machine, like those games that I played back in the mid-90s. It kind of has that art style. It's very much, it looks like a point-and-click game. Like, it's got items on the bottom. It's 2D. It's got, like, the characters, like, on a flat thing. Like, it looks like what I think of as a point-and-click game.
Going on the wish list.
But, yeah, it's $15, whatever. I thought it looked interesting. What is this Tethergeist game that you put on here? I haven't really looked at it.
I didn't look into it too deep, but it's a precision platformer.
Oh, this is the one that I think I saw somebody compare it to Celeste.
Yeah.
In that sort of way. I guess precision platformer would be what that was also. So.
Oh yeah, it even kind of has the same color scheme.
But yeah, that one's on the cheap also, $16.99. I think it was reviewed favorably. I don't know. I didn't really watch any reviews of it, but I don't know. I think I saw
Mixtape, another music-focused one.
Yeah, Mixtape. That was on a direct, right, or on a partner showcase or something. We saw it. We saw it on it. It was one of those that it's going to make you feel ways about things.
Yeah,
like
looks
that
like
Spider-Verse
Spider-Verse
thing. Kind of, yeah, sort of Spider-Verse art style, and
it's got real music.
I remember it shows them talking about changing the world and floating through the air or something like that, like one of those coming of age stories, whatnot. Isn't it like an Annapurna thing or something? I thought it was something.
Yes, I believe so.
One of those developers.
It means it's fancy.
Yeah, I mean, the respected folks. Yeah, no, it's Annapurna Interactive. I was correct. But yeah, no, that's out for $20 this week as well. Lost Twins 2. You seen that one?
Shift the world, solve puzzles, and help Abby and Ben find their way home.
This has
platformer.
There's some split screen stuff on this. I take it this is 2-player.
Yeah.
Oh, it says 1 to 2 players. So maybe you could control both of them at once. But yeah, I see there's some split screen things on there also. Probably doesn't have game share, but it could be cool. Declines Drops. Action platformer. I missed this one too.
Discover a poetic, vibrant, and somehow melancholic universe in an unexpected side-scrolling hand-drawn adventure.
It does look very hand-drawn from what I can see here. So, yeah.
Call of the Elder Gods looks like another one that I might be interested in. It's first-person puzzle adventure, and there's a demo for it, which I downloaded and have not tried.
Oh, yeah. I guess I saw that there was one, but I didn't mess around with it. This one's actually coming out. Well, it's coming out next Tuesday, but that's before we record next week, regardless. But what else is coming out next Tuesday, which I totally forgot about, is the Indiana Jones game.
Oh, yeah. That game is coming out.
I know
it's so expensive.
Yeah, it's like $70, right?
Bucks.
Isn't it like a full
$70 and then
if you want the DLC.
$20 DLC too.
Oh, fuck, really? Like there's a $20 DLC.
Bucks.
So $90 for the whole thing. Yowzer. That's a lot.
It's the great circle of capitalism.
Yep. Yeah, I mean, this was one that I was interested in, but not for $70. And definitely not for $90. That's for sure. I mean, it's what, like this is a Microsoft game, right? Isn't it?
Right.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'll wait for a sale, but I am interested. It's too bad there isn't like a 30-hour demo for this one where I could just run around and whip people with a whip or something.
I know,
but because I'm interested to see how it runs. You know, I'm sure I'll listen to Digital Foundry break it down or whatever. But yeah, I don't know. This is kind of. I've said it before on this show about how I have this thing about like, things that are supposed to look like humans that don't, and how they give me this, make me feel weird. This game kind of did that to me when I watched like streamers play it. It kind of gave me that uneasy, like uncanny valley feeling about the way some of the characters looked. So I don't know. I'm sure it's a great game, but it was just kind of making me feel weird. Like
I'm interested in Axe Cop. Do you guys remember this Axe Cop webcomic?
I don't. So I guess it was a real comic too. Not that webcomics are comics, but it was like a Dark Horse comic. Because I always have it associated with Joey Esposito, who was a writer at IGN. He had a comic book podcast that I would listen to a lot called Assemble After Dark. I always liked those guys, but I always, for some reason, I thought he like wrote for this or drew for it or something, but I guess he just reviewed it a bunch on IGN. I was trying to figure out the how they came together. I never actually read or watched any of it, but I just remember
it's very good.
Hearing that it's good. And it's funny that it says like so this one on Switch is like an RPG, about a cop written by a 5-year-old, but I'm pretty sure this 5-year-old's like 20 now, right? I mean, this comic's like from like 2005 or something, right?
Maybe
I think it came out like 15 years ago.
Or no, maybe like the comic, whatever, the comic book that I saw the review of, I think was like 2012 or something like that. So the kid's probably almost in his 20s by now, right?
So yeah, for anyone who doesn't remember, so Axe Cop came about when a comic book illustrator, a up and coming wannabe comic book illustrator, just had a conversation with his brother, and the brother was 5 years old, so a big difference between them. He was 29. Basically dictated what he'd want to see in a comic book, and became Axe Cop, who became powerful when he was at a fire and found his magic axe and became Axe Cop and all that. So it has the flow state of mind of a 5-year-old just coming up with something on the fly, and there's narrative dead ends that the characters will awkwardly point out and like kind of jim the camera from The Office, do that kind of thing. So it just I don't know, it's a fun series. It's really funny, and then the guy is legit a talented illustrator. Has a great sense of humor about him to complement his little brother's
I like
and all that.
The enemy names like Dr. Stinky Head. It's my favorite one.
How do you feel about it being an RPG though? Do you wish it was?
I'll still give it a try. I liked it enough. I would read it every week when a new one came out or whatever. I forget how often it came out, I would check it often. And actually, it became a animated series briefly on Fox, like, I don't know, maybe 6-7 years ago or whatever. Nick Offerman played Axe Cop.
Oh, sure.
Yep. Yeah, so I enjoyed it, and I'll give this a try. It's only $10. Give it a try at some point.
Yeah, I'm interested in it. It kind of feel, it sort of looks like it sort of has like that Earthbound feel, kind of, I'm sure that's what they're going for with the funniness, funny written, well written.
I look forward to, I like games that subvert you as the player, like the interaction with you. So that's what I'm interested in.
Yeah, I like the, what was it? The description is like, turn-based battles with modern touches. Story that goes anywhere. Inspired by the full run of the comic with main missions and side content that captures its anything goes energy.
And then there's Kill It With Fire 2.
Yeah, the only reason I put that on there is that so this is a first-person shooter game where you kill spiders
With fire.
And with fire and other things. But I've always wanted to get the first one, and it's been on my wish list for like ever, and it's only like $15, and I'm sure it's been on sale for like $5 many times, and I never bought it. But yeah, Kill It With Fire 2 is out now. out of all the times that I've looked into buying Kill It With Fire 1, it's been long enough for it to have a sequel now that's coming out this week, and that's why I put it on there. But I'm still kind of interested in it. I don't know.
Maybe there'd be a package where you can get both together.
There should be, yeah. And also, they didn't even put one on sale right now. They're both like regular price. Like, what the hell, man? Come on. But no, I mean, I don't know whether I'll actually get it or not. Oh, yeah. Speaking of first-person shooters, I don't know where it is on the outline, but I don't want to forget about it. Blood Refresh Supply is getting a Switch 2 edition this week. That's actually the first-person shooter that I'm very excited about. So, it came out like, I don't know, didn't it come out like last year even? Like the end of last year or something like that? But we're getting an official Switch 2 edition with 120 FPS. So, first-person shooter with 120 frames per second. So, I am interested in that. And it's from, it's a Night Dive game. So, they do great things.
Yep, they had a Joy-Con 2 support.
Mouse mode also.
Mouse mode, yep.
I've been wanting to play this game for a while. It's been on my wish list for quite some time, and the Switch 2 edition may be what it needs to push it over. And if you already have the Switch 1 edition, you get a free upgrade, which is cool. So there's no price difference between the two of them. I think it's like $30, but I don't know. It very much, it has like, it looks, doomy enough to me for me to, it looks like something I would get into. So I'm excited about that coming out this week. I think it comes out on Friday. So
on to the news.
Or Thursday. Yeah,
so
I guess which is right now.
There's rating board suggestion, posting, whatever you want to call it, suggesting that Box Boy and Box Girl will be getting a Switch 2 release.
Oh, yeah, they should.
Those are 3DS games, right?
Yeah.
They never came to Switch.
Yeah, no, I don't think there was any Box Boy games other than.
Well, that makes sense,
right? I think they were only on 3DS. I got one of them. I think I got the first one.
So did I.
And it was fun enough for what it was. If they made like a collection or something like that, I could see people getting into that. There was like a Box Boy amiibo too, right? That like only came out in other countries. They should re-release that too.
I know you want to get EA Sports Madden NFL 27.
Well, yeah, I will, but I'll wait. I'm gonna wait till it's $20 again, like what I did with Madden 26. I'm not gonna buy it for $70, but I'll probably buy it for $20, but hopefully within the football season this time, so I can be. I mean, I still had a lot of fun with it. It was worth the $20, even though I'm still not that good. But we'll see what it's gonna be like with DJ Moore being gone from the Bears. I didn't like that, but we'll find out. I know nobody knows him, but he was really good for the team. He got a lot of touchdowns.
I trust that he was great.
Oh, he was great. He was great. I actually used him a lot in that game.
But you'll like sound system, right?
Yeah, I put that in there. Well, we doubled down on it by
excited about
accident. I put it down after John already put it down. But we do that a lot on Slack. But no, it's like it's supposed to be like spiritual successor to Guitar Hero with like some of
From
the
people who made it. Yeah.
some of the original developers on there. So that means that what's the cool band they have? Fuzz Pop or whatever. What's the
Harmonix?
Yeah, but what's the cool band that they have that Harmonix had?
Oh,
that was
Freeze Pop.
Freeze Pop, that one, yeah. There should be a Freeze Pop song on there then.
There should.
Because those songs were always fun to play. But no, yeah, it looks like I watched the video of it. It has like you're like playing the guitar and there's like videos of cats behind you or whatever instead of the band, which I thought that was funny. Like cats like rolling around and being cute while you're playing Megadeth or whatever. I don't know. It does say that it would be like covers again, like Guitar Hero 1 and 2. But
you can upload your own music.
Oh, can you?
You can. Yep.
That's what I'm really interested in, because what does that mean, like, about putting your own music in there? That'd be kind of fun.
Can you share it? Can you share it online with people? Like share your band or whatever, your songs that you got?
Yep. So it's a Mario Maker meets Guitar Hero is what they said.
Oh, okay.
It says this in-game note chart editor allows players to upload their own music, create charts from scratch, or edit existing ones. So, yep.
It just needs a guitar controller or a way for us to use our old guitar controllers on it somehow.
I think there are third-party options.
I mean, my PlayStation.
But I don't know how much they cost.
Like my PlayStation 3 controller plugs in through USB, and it has USB. Well, it has a USB dongle.
My Xbox.
Like, could they make that? Well. Could they make that work somehow? Like
the Wii ones work on Bluetooth.
Yeah, I mean, it would be with the Wiimote, right? Wouldn't you have to like kind of finagle it to get it to connect or whatever? I just want to. I'm totally interested in it, but we need a guitar controller, and
I would love if I could use one of the several I already had.
Exactly, yeah, and especially one where we don't have to get a new one, because I have a closet full of like 20 of these between like me and Jess, and our collection of Guitar Hero guitars.
I think I have 5 or 6 of them.
Because I had I don't know, because I have Darren's Rock Band stuff also. He gave me all that when he moved out, so I have two drum sets.
Oh my god!
I have like 2 drum sets and like 5 guitars or something like that. I don't know.
Next time I come up there, we should set up both drum sets and do
double
Guitar Hero, just 2 drums.
I mean, the drum set I bought for myself because I believe that if I played it enough, I could play drums well, because I used to play drums in high school, not very well, but it was fun. It was fun
to
do.
Playing drums too.
And when I got a PS3, I bought Guitar Hero 4, and I bought the drums, just the drum set, because I wanted to fuck around with it, and it was fun enough. I lived in an apartment with like 3 other people, so I couldn't really find a way to play it unless nobody was there, because I was too embarrassed, to be, I'm not going to play it in the living room or in my room, and it's still kind of loud, because even though it's a plastic drums or whatever, it was my own dream to learn how to play drums better. But it was fun for what it was. It'd be cool if I could hook it up to this game.
I agree. I just want to. I dream of someday editing a chord chart in Guitar Hero, but I never had the gumption to do it the way you have to do it on the internet.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe there's easier ways to do it now, but back in the day, my roommate had to use like some MIDI editor. It seemed really, really tedious.
I imagine it would be pretty complicated to get it going. There was a Falcom announcement, which I think this is kind of funny, but so 2 Trails games that are already on Nintendo Switch 1 were getting Switch 2 versions. It's basically Trails from Zero and Trails from Azure, which I have one of those because it was on sale. And these are PSP games, which I like a lot, and I love the way they look. And now they're just getting higher resolution and higher frame rate, even though I thought they ran pretty damn good before, but they'll run even better, I guess. Hopefully they're free.
And mouse mode.
And mouse mode. So, there you go. Yeah, I mean, I'm not.
I didn't mention I did use mouse mode a little bit in Pokopia. I don't need to say anymore, but I did try it. It was kind of cool.
Oh, for like designing stuff?
Uh-huh.
Oh, yeah. I'm sure it works great.
So 007 First Light got a whole round of previews for other platforms, because Switch 2 has been delayed till late summer.
Yeah, still
overall
no
positive.
date.
I mean, I'm already buying this game. Did you see any of this?
Oh, really?
sway you one way or another.
Are you buying this one? I never knew.
Oh, yes, I'm buying this one.
No,
Yes.
I haven't watched. No, I haven't watched anything about it. I just I don't know. We'll see when it comes to
Yeah, I
Switch.
saw
We'll see
whatever
what
was
people
in
say
that-
about it.
Whatever was in that direct, the IO direct or whatever that was, the last time I seen anything from it.
Yeah, I didn't see nothing.
So yeah, now there's previews out all over, so opinions are out there, and it's looking pretty positive. So yeah, I'm super psyched.
It's coming out at the end of the month, right? Like the regular
May
the
27th.
Yeah, so like the end of the month. So there's still some time. But yeah, no, there's a lot of stuff out there that people. And I saw that. Yeah, I saw the developers saying that they're putting all their efforts into trying to get it running on Switch 2 and all that. Which have you guys tried DLSS? It seems to work pretty well for other people. I don't know. Talk to Capcom. They did a real good job with Resident Evil and Pragmata.
Yeah, I can't believe.
Or Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. Look at that. They did a pretty damn good job with that game too.
Speaking of Final Fantasy 14.
Yeah, we talked about that last week. That it was announced for Switch and it's coming out in August. We kind of already covered that. But yeah, no, I'm excited to play it, and we'll see how much you can play for free on it.
Yeah, I'll play anything that's free for at least a second.
You're supposed to be able to play up to a certain point for free. I don't know how long that is, but I'm willing to give it a try.
20,000 Steam machines have landed on American shores. Not much more news beyond that.
Probably pre-orders.
That sounds like a kind of low amount, right? Well, I guess probably because of the whole RAM issues and all that.
That's why it's been delayed.
Yeah,
repeatedly.
It's the first shipment, so for one shipment, that's 20,000. That's pretty.
It's the new Alienware.
Yep. So it's on the way.
Sure.
Yeah, the Zelda movie's coming to IMAX. Cool. Maybe I'll try to see it that way. I don't know if there's a big IMAX screen around here somewhere. But.
Not really. I don't know. What I want to know is, are they shooting the whole thing in IMAX or some of it in IMAX?
I think
because some of the
some of it's processed for IMAX, or whatever. It's not shot in IMAX. Yeah.
I don't really care about IMAX, but I know that like some of the Christopher Nolan movies, like there were parts that were in IMAX and parts that weren't. So like I'm not talking about because what's it had was Oppenheimer was all in IMAX, right? Didn't you see that in that way?
Did I see that? Yeah,
I thought you said you did.
The IMAX theaters. So there's the IMAX theaters that are the humongous screens, and then there's IMAX screens that they retrofitted, regular movie theaters too. And that's the one that I saw it in. So
yeah,
okay,
bigger screens still, but they're not like the stupid big ones.
Because I don't think they do it anymore. But I know The Dark Knight was shown in IMAX, but there were only like the hospital blowing up and there was only two or three scenes that were actually in IMAX.
Yeah. That was long enough ago. Maybe
so the frame kept changing from what I heard. I don't think they do that anymore.
That'd be irritating.
Yeah. So I don't know, but yeah, sure.
They probably shoot in multiple formats at once.
I'll probably watch Zelda at home on my. I'll get it through LimeWire or something.
It would be the one to see in on a screen because it's a live action, and I'm interested in the cinematography.
If we ever,
if
we ever go back to the theater again, we'll see.
I'd like to try and see it on a big screen, not an IMAX screen if I can. That'd be cool.
Our favorite theater apparently took a nosedive, so I don't know. I'm unsure of where to get tickets anymore.
Didn't they get bought out or something? Or was that a while ago?
They did. They got bought out a while ago, but apparently Sony ran them into the ground. Well, they decided that they should fire all of the waiters and make it to where you have to order all your drinks through your phone, so everybody's phones are on constantly, and apparently it sucks now.
That's stupid.
Because that used to be a rule to not be able to use your phone.
Right. That was
during the movie, and that was the point.
That was the whole point of the Alamo Drafthouse.
Yeah, I don't know. I've heard it's kind of sucked ever since they fired all the waiters, which sucks because I liked the people that worked there. They were very nice to us.
It's like when Jimmy John's got bought out, and their whole thing was they only sell cold sandwiches, and the very first thing was hot sandwiches are introduced on the menu.
Sure, but they didn't fire the people that worked there.
Oh, they fired everybody.
Oh, did they? I would say to trade them in for an app. I don't know.
Well, we got a possible Princess Peach movie coming, according to this leak, or whatever you want to call it, from Illumination. Someone's LinkedIn page.
Oh no, was it another person looking for work? And
basically
getting found out?
Yeah, they put on there that they worked on an Untitled. What was the code name?
Was it Anya Taylor-Joy? Was it her?
Yeah, it was on her LinkedIn page.
She's like, oh yeah, by the way, I did the voice on another Mario movie that no one knows about. Please hire me, because like nobody is or
I was
something.
Furiosa. I was in The Witch.
No one cares about that chess show.
I was going to say, I don't think she's going to say Furiosa. Nobody cares about that movie. And I saw that movie, and I got the pint glass too. Still didn't need that movie. It was about as useless as Solo.
What this person put on there was Untitled PP movie.
Oh, they're talking about the pee-pee and the poopy.
Was that in their browsing history, or was that in there?
And the code names for the previous, like the Mario movie was MA, or the Minions movie was MI. So Illumination is like predictably stupid about their code names as they are with everything else about their movies. Just
shouldn't it be like PE or something? Not PP? I don't know.
Post Peach.
Sure.
Well,
when she turns into Beach.
It's called PT. Playable trailer. No, Peach Toadstool or
Playable
something.
trailer.
That's what PT stood for.
PT Barnum stood for Playable Trailer Barnum.
Yeah. Well, the game, the cool game that apparently never happened, or you can't get anymore.
You got the first trailer for the Resident Evil movie that's coming out this year, and I liked it. I thought the trailer was pretty cool.
I didn't see
I'm a
it.
fan of Zach Kreger. I like his. Oh, you should watch it. Yeah, it's interesting. I mean,
it's one of those. It's I'm sure I'll see the movie at some point. I kind of don't. I don't like watching trailers for movies anymore because especially anything that I want to see. I just don't want to. I'd rather just come into it not knowing anything.
I'm the same. I was just very curious about this new take, and with it being, the guy who directed Weapons, and I liked Weapons a lot, and Barbarian
Weapons
too.
is really good.
Yeah. So I think it's going to be a good movie. I'm excited for it. Comes out September 18th.
Maybe when the prequel comes out, they'll explain why Aunt Gladys was. I felt like she just had no reason for doing what she was doing in that movie. That kind of killed it for me. I think, or maybe she was sending those kids out to get her new wigs or something like that. I don't know. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see how the Resident Evil one is. I mean, there's not really the bar is not very high for them versus all the other Resident Evil movies that have come out. So
right,
you don't have to do a lot for it to be good compared to the shit that's out there. So we'll be fine, I'm sure. I don't know. I'm interested because I don't think he's using any of the characters from the movie.
That's true.
Right? It's just like someone else experiencing it, kind of like a first.
Yeah, it's taking place during the time of Resident Evil 2, and it's happening.
So it's in Raccoon City, right?
Yeah, Raccoon City, but it's some other guy.
Yeah, it's like I figured it's like it's a whatever first person, whatever, somebody experiencing the events of Raccoon City. Maybe you'll see Leon in the background or something like that.
Yep. Lego news. We got Animal Crossing Timmy and Tommy. Cool. Like Animal Crossing, and it's another cheap Lego set, $60. I'm not going to get that, but I'm probably going to get the Sega Genesis. That's cool. It's $40. That's great. Nice price. It's a mini though. That's the caveat. It's not a full set like the NES one.
That's why it's
$250.
Like the smallest model of the Genesis.
It's
the Genesis 9. They kept shrunking it. So
well, I mean, don't forget there was a Mega Drive Classic like the Nintendo Classic.
There was, it's probably about the same as that.
I bought mine in Japan. Well, Jess and I were there. We bought it it was actually cheaper. It has different games on it too, good compared to the American one. But you
could buy this one here and it has no games on it.
Yep, probably for the same price. It's both, except mine had it had some cool Japanese only stuff on there. I don't know. We used to play it at the bar I worked at. It had that cool Tetris game that never came out. That was like their big release for the Mega Drive.
I can't help
but
wonder.
An unreleased Tetris game.
Yeah, they had an unreleased Tetris game on there.
I'm wondering why they didn't do Game Gear. If they wanted to go budget, just do what they did with the Game Boy a couple months ago. Do Game Gear. But I mean, Genesis, of course, is much more popular. Maybe they get that into it.
And Mega Drive Genesis more of a worldwide popularity.
It could come later, They could do that after this. Maybe they want to see. Yeah.
Yeah, some folks are mad about the size and whatever. Like, yeah, but if you want, I also want affordable video game Legos, and I can't pay $300 every time something cool comes out, you know. So this is cool to me. $40. Yeah, I'll probably pick it up. Jeremy, are you aware that you might be owed some money from PlayStation?
I looked into it a little bit. I couldn't find anything that would have applied to me. And then I was like, when I was looking into it, I think maybe specifically the article you linked to, it was like, oh, they say like it'll just show up. It's like you're not supposed to do anything to file for it or whatever. I don't completely understand.
So it's
usually
class
with
action.
usually with class action, you have to like be part of it, right? Don't
Yeah, you
have to,
put your name on the list. I got some money from a class action lawsuit once.
I haven't put my name on.
I've got it a
lists.
few times. Well, remember when I bought you guys the Nintendo Switch Sports? Like that was because I got like $200 from Facebook or something. Like it was a class action lawsuit thing where I ended up getting like a few hundred,
I
couple.
need to stay on top of this.
It was it was something Just told me about actually. Like, but yeah, no, it's basically you have to have like. You know, it's basically within it's like, oh, did you have this within this time period or whatever? Then you may be owed some money, and then you just sign up and
like whether or not your information was compromised in that span of time or something like that.
I think you just need to have like been a member of whatever at least for the ones that and I've had like 2 or 3 of them. Like I think I got some money from Twitch and some other places. You know, I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, I definitely was on PlayStation in that time period, but I don't know if I bought. I guess I'd have to find the list of what the games were if they're listed somewhere.
Yeah, and it's specifically for PS5, right? Not the other, not any of the other ones.
Mm-hmm.
I think I got my PS5 in 20. Wait, what? When did I get my PlayStation 5?
I don't know. You got it like a few years ago, 2023
maybe.
I
think I got it in 2023. So
that's my guess. I don't know. What was out around then?
I was also on PSN on the PS4 before that, so. That extends the length of my account. Oh, well, who knows? Maybe some money will show up and I can spend it on Horizon Zero. I said the remake.
Oh, okay. Is there a remake coming out?
I don't think so, but
okay. I don't know.
Do it just like they did with Last of Us.
You should get that. What was it? I don't know what it's the motorcycle one that like nobody played that they got a remake of. Homebound, or I forget what the fuck it's called. There's like vampires in it and motorcycles.
I have no idea.
We got some sad news. Roger Sweet, the creator of He-Man, passed away. Yeah, he was 93. He was an employee at Mattel back at the time when Mattel was just kind of trying to course correct. They had turned down the license for Star Wars because they didn't want to pay the $750,000 fee, and then Kenner went on and got the license and made millions of dollars. And Mattel, in turn, went inside the company and said, "Hey, anybody with an idea for boys' toys? We want to hear pitches from everybody." And I don't remember what Roger Sweet's position was at the company, but I got under the impression he was not very high up. And I could be wrong. I don't know. But he had a pitch for something called Monster Factory, which somehow, which was really, he said it was a barbarian fantasy, and it eventually transformed into He-Man, and he came up with the names, and he came up with the name for He-Man, and just felt like that was a quote, 1 in a million name. And so he said later on in life, he considered himself a quote, fly speck on the elephant's rear end in relation to all the work and talent of all of the other people, that all the other people put into the line. But it was, his idea was the seed from which the masters of the universe grew. So, yep.
Didn't He-Man come from Little Rascals?
He-Man Woman Haters Club, maybe.
Yeah.
He probably would have been a child.
He even had the dash.
Yeah. He probably would have been a kid around the time those were out. So, yeah, I can see that for sure.
I want there to be a they person character in the new He-Man movie.
Maybe. I mean, they made a.
We need some more. Some more of those. They
made a they them comment or whatever you will in in the trailer.
I didn't see it.
Okay.
So there could be a they person in there.
Well, they show Adam at his workplace, and it says Adam, whatever his last name, and under his placard on his desk, it says he, him, or I think it says he, him, yeah. But anyway, yeah. So rest in peace to him. So,
also, as far as dead people, also Ted Turner.
yeah, Ted Turner's gone too.
R.I.P. Ted Turner. I mean,
I actually found out about Ted Turner dying from Andy Merrill on Blue Sky. He literally just posted, well, Ted's gone. He was a good boss back when I worked at Cartoon Network in the early days or something like that. I'm like,
I was going to say, I don't know who Andy Merrill is.
I was like, you must be talking about... he's the voice of Brack.
Oh, okay.
He's the only guy that's really left from Space Ghost, like the team or whatever.
Sad. Seems like the old guy's kind of young.
Yeah. I mean, Ted Turner, he's a rich guy, but I thought he was kind of cool because he sort of, forced his likes on people, but they weren't necessarily bad. Like Turner Classic Movies, he's like, oh, I like these old black and white movies. I think that all of you should like them also. So I'm going to put a bunch of money towards that to trying to make you watch like old 30s movies or whatnot. And not to mention, building WCW and putting all the money towards like making Nitro great and, buying out like you said earlier, like Hulk Hogan and Macho Man Randy Savage and Bret Hart. And like he was kind of a main reason that a lot of those people got there to make it what it was in the 90s. So,
and don't forget all those Jane Fonda workout videos.
Yep.
But he did have a pretty big, he did a pretty big thing. And as far as like influencing television and all that,
Captain Planet, he's our hero. Yep. That was Ted Turner.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he created Captain Planet.
Oh, really?
Actually, it was because that was on TBS. It was basically on his idea. He wanted to create a superhero about environmentalism, which I guess was one of his causes. So yeah, he created Captain Planet too.
Yeah, he was.
The Toxic Avenger was already there.
Was he? I don't know. I was to say, as far as we know, at least he wasn't like on a hanging out with pedophiles and young people or whatever, like most rich people do nowadays.
So yeah, one last thing that I'll mention is, okay, so GameStop made some noise this week about how they want to buy eBay, and everyone was like, how are you going to do that? You're a much smaller company than eBay. And to plead his case, the CEO went on CNBC, and I plead with everyone, just watch this interview. It's very revealing. I don't know, just like,
does he look like an idiot?
He looks like he doesn't even like want to be bothered to be on this stupid interview. Like,
didn't he set it
he's
up?
Got this, yeah, it's so bizarre. Like,
it's like, get me on your show and then I'll pretend I don't want to be there.
he like gives these like non-answers, like they're like very annoyed, and like it's almost as though he gives the impression that he doesn't even realize he's on TV. Like he thinks he's on some Zoom meeting that his secretary scheduled for like last meeting of the day, and he just wants to go. Like that's his whole thing. Yeah. Like, dude, you're trying to plead your case to.
Is eBay doing really bad? I don't know much about how they're.
I don't think so. I think I read that in the aftermath of this.
I would expect that they're not. Yeah, like I mean, I don't know. Like I don't follow eBay, 55. But I didn't hear they were bankrupt or whatever.
It said that they're worth $55 billion in the aftermath of all this. That's the figure that came out.
They're worth more than GameStop.
And so the reporter, rightfully so, doing due diligence, was like, so how does this figure that you're gonna buy eBay? And the guy was just like, it's on our website. like he kept deferring to the website. Like we
on eBay, there's an auction for it. We were the high bidder currently.
You don't even want to talk about it.
Shit, I wasn't supposed to tell you on that.
Yeah, you should just watch that interview. It's funny, and it's like, oh, for all that. Remember when he made news like maybe 6 months ago or whatever, and he was like, I'm gonna bet the farm, and he's taking like a small salary or no salary or whatever, but in exchange, he's trying to, you know, he's got like a lot of stock in the company, and it could make him a huge billionaire if he pulls this off and turns their fortunes around, whatever.
GameStop's like the Florida of companies, like the Florida man of companies.
Yeah.
Because this isn't like the first time they've been like, I don't know. They're just always in the news for weird shit, like the whole short stock thing that movies have been made about now.
Yeah, it's
right?
like isn't there
GameStop's.
like I thought they were like out of money or something. I don't know. And now they're just like, oh, eBay.
I think they have $9 billion in cash reserves. I could be wrong.
Because they seem to still be.
Seem to remember.
Because the GameStop seem to still be closing around.
I don't know
right?
if it's like pushed hands since then or anything.
So I think like almost every, like a good amount of the GameStops I used to go to, like where in my neighborhood in Chicago, are gone. Like a lot of them are gone. Like the one that we went to down,
mostly just Funko Pop stores at the time.
The one that we went to downtown is still there, I think. I mean, I haven't been there in a while, but I know like there's like 2 or 3 other ones that I used to go to on the regular that just aren't there anymore. You know, There's like 2 I know of that are over here in this area. There's like one in the mall, and I know there's one on Cicero over by Midway. But like, I don't know. I thought they were like dropping away. It was like maybe since they're bringing back retro games, he thought if he bought eBay, it would be easier for him to sell the retro games they're going to maybe sell at GameStop or something like that through eBay. I don't know.
Yeah. I was thinking something like that too, but so it's like, I don't know. eBay's just, it's so much other stuff. So much higher level collectors are getting stuff on there. I mean, video games are valuable, but there's way more valuable stuff changing hands on eBay.
I'm sure. Yeah, that's just what I thought. I was like, why do you want eBay? Just I don't know.
Well, the one bit of leverage and that they do have is that they've got all the brick and mortar, but I don't know how many of those they actually own versus rent.
Oh yeah.
They have
that's what did Blockbuster in, from what I heard.
They all seem to be in like mini malls, which makes me think that they're not owning their locations.
Oh yeah,
right.
Maybe not. Yeah, a lot of them are
malls,
attached to other things.
Panda Expresses.
I don't know. Watch that interview because it's entertaining. Let's say that to say the least.
Sure.
All right.
The one in Champagne's attached to Panda Express.
Yeah, the one over by me is attached to like a Little Caesars and some other shit. I think of maybe, I don't know, Little Caesars and maybe that one sandwich place, Jimmy John's. It's like 5 different things all next to each other. But yeah,
this episode brought to you by Jimmy John's.
No.
Yeah, we've talked about Jimmy John's way too much this episode.
Jimmy John's tastes like fucking gym socks. I don't like that place. Their sandwiches are gross. Tastes like sweaty gym socks. That's NintenDomain says Jimmy John's sandwiches, sweaty gym socks. It should be called
because he would get
Jimmy Socks John's. Jimmy John Socks sandwiches.
He would order giant orders from Black Dog and then like tip the kitchen like crazy amounts of money. Like
who would
$100 each or
Jimmy John?
Yeah.
Oh, because he wanted good food.
Yeah, the company was based out of Champaign.
Oh well, sorry to knock Champagne.
It's okay.
I think their food's gross.
The guy sucks, and I've heard so many like from people that knew him back in the day didn't have nice things to say about him.
Yeah, I always thought it was, sweaty gym socks. That's what all their food tastes like.
I was at a Snoop Dogg show that he was at, and I like pushed him out of the way to like move up closer to the stage. But I always tell a story like I shoved Jimmy John.
You're like, fuck your sandwich. Get out of the way. Anyway, all right, yeah, that's good. It's good for this episode. Thanks everybody for listening to episode 419, and let us know if you want Starfox on your Switch 2 or something in the comments, or you can always
419.
You can email us. Did I say 419? 519. I keep trying to go back in time here. This is like the 6th, 7th time that I've done this. Yeah, no, I did it a bunch of times where I said 400 something, like 5 episodes in a row. Trying not to, but it's been a long episode. Anyway, 519. You can email us, NintenDomainPodcast@gmail.com if you want, or go to our email, or go to our website, www.nintendomain.podcast.com, or any of the other social medias. We're out there. Go check out those reels. They're pretty rad. That's what I hear. That's what the kids like. I put out a funny one from Final Fantasy VII Rebirth of just 4 guys saying "oh shit" over and over and over again. It's pretty funny.
Sounds like my life.
Yeah. No, you find these like bandits and they're like, "oh shit, oh shit, oh shit," and then one guy's got a mask on and he's like, "oh shit," and you can't hear it, but it was funny. It's funny to me.
You killed Kenny.
It's gonna, yeah. Look forward to seeing it in my Game of the Year episode at the end of the year. I'm sure it'll be there, that specific scene, because whether Final Fantasy Rebirth is in there or not, that scene will be in there because it's funny. But yeah, all that stuff. Yeah, thanks for listening to us. We've been your hosts. I'm Trey Johnson.
I'm Jerry McCaskey.
John Hitter.
And yeah, patreon.com/NintenDomain podcast. Go there also. The edited version of Expansion Pack is up now, and the WART radio also. Everything is done, all the new episodes, so check them out on the $5 or $1 level, and videos of us and all that good shit. Anyway, we'll see you next time. Is that the guy with his? Is that a Jimmy John's in your mouth?
I was
there?
trying to do the guy with the thing over his face.
Oh yeah, I was like, is that you with a sock in your mouth, or otherwise known as Jimmy John's? You could just say sock, and it's the same thing. That's that.
Sock it to him.
I'm gonna go to bed.
Do dabbit. All right. Good night.
Good night.
Damn it.